Welcome to the stream, it's all things strange. Hosted by a sorcerer with a mystical range. Dr. Strange on the stage, stacking the slacking. New comic drop, whole world's reacting. Old man Logan #1, on BD we go. Dystopian realm, where heroes lay low, enemies reign. But Logan ain't slacking, ill with claws. Ain't no time for napping. To the wastelands, where legends once roamed. Villains are charged, but the fight ain't postponed. Old man Logan, the name resounds bold. In this digital drop, a saga unfolds. Where legends once roamed. Villains are charged, but the fight ain't postponed. Old man Logan, the name resounds bold. In this digital drop, a saga unfolds. Yeah. Welcome to
Boom. What's going on, VV gang? Welcome back to the channel, All Things Strange. It's your man, Dr. Strange. And it looks like we are back in action. So you know I'm asking, are we stacking or slacking? But before we get into the comic, you know what I'm saying, I got a couple of people with me to help me break it down, get into it, chop it up here for a little bit. First one I want to bring to the stage is my man, BE from Informant.
Good to see you, man. How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
What a weird day. A good day, though. Marvel logo. I'm sure you're going to get that a little bit. Good. It's just been a long day for me, but I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me here. I'm excited to get to hang out for a little bit and
absolutely
see what you're going to do.
Yeah, man. I'm curious to see what I'm going to do, too. So we're both going to find out together. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, we got someone else with us, you know. What can I say, man? We got the homie, Chris Severs, in the house. What's going on, Chris?
Hey.
Oh. Yeah. Gloria. Got a friend.
Oh man, you came dressed for the occasion for sure. Oh man, what you got there in the corner, BE? Is that one of your Marvel comics?
Oh, my K-pop crunch. I eat that every morning. You know, Blackpink and everything. I eat that every morning to be able to stream. It helps, trust me. It's just sugar and corn. It's perfect.
Oh wow. Yeah, the staple of the, American breakfast.
Right, exactly.
Get that energy.
Yeah.
Yes. And then quickly lose it. But yeah, that's what that is. Nothing special.
It's great to be on with you guys, though. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Good to see you, Chris.
Yeah.
Glad you guys could come through. Yeah, so we got a comic drop on Thursday, right? We're looking at Old Man Logan. Let's pull it up here on BB's page here. I don't know how to see myself anymore because I haven't live streamed in a long time. But
that's good.
Yeah,
it's good to me.
All right, cool. So yeah, man. Any thoughts, first impressions? What are you thinking? Just, cover wise, any background on the book you guys might know about or have?
I mean, I'm loving the Scotty Young cover, but I'm assuming everyone's going to like that.
Mm-hmm.
Was looking that up just to see what it goes for on the market. Actually, it doesn't go for that much for 9.8, $50 to like $70. You can pick it up, which is actually really a good deal. And the other covers look good, but that would be the one that I will probably be hunting for on drop day.
Okay. What you thinking, Chris?
I mean, the covers, the modern stuff, it's nice, right? Like it really pops. I got to agree with the Informant. The Scotties seem to just resonate with the VV fam. It's pretty cool. I know some big collectors, Clever Jerk and whatnot. He goes after those a lot. Cool though, right? Because you pick your artist and you like them. But I don't know. I might wait on the drop only because I stacked a lot of the OG, the Old Man Logan #1 that we first had.
Yes.
I just love that story. I mean, for anyone that has it or hasn't read it, I think it's only $1 or $2 in the market. Like, it's worth picking one up. And,
Oh yeah.
I mean, for me, I like it because of all the. And then you go see Deadpool, and I'm not going to do any spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Right.
But boy, are there a lot of references in Old Man Logan in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there really are. I know. If you haven't seen it by now, you got to go see it. I mean,
can we still say spoiler alert? Like, everyone must.
Nah, at this point, man, it's too late.
I think it's okay. Yeah, it's too late.
It's on you if you haven't seen it, right? So,
real quick before we even go any further, man, someone else I think would give us some good insight into this book. You know, maybe not necessarily this book, you know what I'm saying, but he got a lot of comic and anime acumen and knowledge. So, you know, let's bring up my man Emoji to the stage, man. What's going on, Emoji?
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? How's everybody
Oh,
doing?
man, chilling, man.
Good to see you.
Oh, I like that. I like that soundboard. I like that.
I know. You know, I had to hit you with that instead of the regular like clap. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I feel you. I appreciate it. Yo, how's my sound? Is everything okay? Like,
It's a
on.
little grainy. It's a little, you know, but I can hear
It's
you.
chill. It's almost ASMR. I might fall asleep.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You just need some shaving cream on your mic and just like.
I got it. Nah,
something.
you know what I'm on right now? I'm on my handheld device. It's like it's a game. It's a Asus ROG Ally. So I
Oh,
actually have my AirPod, like my Apple buds in. But I can hold on. I can switch out for a mic. Let me grab a mic. Let me grab a
I
mic real quick.
bet.
Just give me a few.
Yes, sir. My mic sounds nice. What's going on, everybody in the chat? What's up, BE? Nice to see
What's
you.
up, Danny? Good to see you.
OG Vault family in the house. That's right. That's right. OG Vault. You know. But yeah. It's okay. Let's go. But yeah, man. Yeah. So, I don't want to move too far ahead. You know, we got emoji in the house. You know what I'm saying? One thing I found a little interesting. I don't know if I want to get into it yet, though. I think I'm gonna wait, man.
I mean, you
But
talk real quick about the mint size. I kind
yeah,
of wish
let's see.
it's a
That's what
little
I'm
bit
saying.
small.
We gotta get into the details, right? We have no choice, right? So let's
I mean,
break it down. Let's break it down.
yeah, I mean, the 5,000 seems a little high. I like because 2 weeks ago they got Mysterio right and all that, and I know in the long run it's not going to matter. Like 5,000 is still nothing. But just to get continue the excitement, I wish we saw a little lower mint size, but I still think this can do okay. Today's comic kind of got overlooked
Oh
because
yeah.
of that Marvel logo, but
Oh yeah.
this will be on its own, so
Yeah,
it might do better.
that's a fact, man. Real quick,
yeah.
introduction. No, I do, man. I'm gonna just break down the article real quick. Old Man Logan, #1. First Old Man Logan solo series into the wastelands, a realm where all heroes have been murdered by their arch enemies, and where villains now rule over the land with an iron fist. In the midst of this dystopian chaos, one man may make a difference. A reluctant warrior who was once the greatest mutant of all, a man known as Old Man Logan. We got a drop date of September 19th, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, with a list price of $6.99, published in 2015. So do look out for that min number. Of course, 5 cover variants, 5,000 total editions, 5,000 MCP points. If you feel so inclined to bid that, you can. And the first edition for public sale is number 158. And that's going to break down to 3,000 commons, 1,125 uncommons, 500 rares, 250 ultra rares, and 125 secret rares, with a total of 287 editions across all 5 rarities going to be withheld by Veve. So, before we get like into the covers, right? What I thought was interesting, I came across a comment under the Veve like tweet for the comic, and let me see if I could go over to that real quick. I think it's here. Yeah. So here, by David Q. So I saw this before I even saw like the actual article. So I thought this information was going to be in the article, but then I said, well, why would he even put it here if it was there? You know what I'm saying? But the comment is a Sorrentino cover. The uncommon is a Veve variant. The rare is a Scotty Young variant. The ultra rare is a Sorrentino variant. secret rare is a McNevin variant. So I thought that was kind of interesting that we at least got some details. I wish Veve was the one giving us that again, like they used to, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, right? So yeah. Now back to the details, right? Oh, forgot, gotta add my man emoji back to the
Got the
stage
mic.
before we
Ah,
even talk.
Yo, how's
Oh yeah,
this?
you
Better?
crispy.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
much better.
Well, what's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Sorry I'm running a little bit late, but I was able to hear some of what you guys were talking about while I was trying to get my whole sound set up. But appreciate you guys for having me. Thanks.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you coming through, carving a couple of minutes out of you guys' evenings to come here and support your boy, man. I really appreciate it. We also have a giveaway. In a little bit after we break down this comic, we're gonna spin the wheel of names. So I'm hoping somebody will still be here with me, man. All you guys got to dip out in a little bit. I know so much going on in your lives, but this might be a little boring while I'm adding 50 names to the wheel of names. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to do it in real time, so it's no funny business and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Luckily, you guys, I took keyboarding in high school, so I do have some data entry skills. So we got that going for us as far as
Boy, that was a fun class in grade 9, wasn't it?
wasn't it, man? You sitting
I
in there.
refused to do it, and my mom's like, "You have to do it." And my God, I'm glad I did it, but I did not want to do it.
Yeah,
My mom's like, get your rear end in that class, learn to type.
man.
Smartest thing ever.
Yeah, man. I ran out of math classes to take my senior year. So they were like, you have to take some, you don't have enough classes, blah, blah, blah. So they were like, it's either keyboarding or something else. They told me. I'm like, keyboarding? What the hell? So I'm thinking it's like a music class, like playing electronic keyboard or something. And they're like, no, it's like typing. And I'm like, all right, I guess so. Man, I was so glad I took it. All the girls was in
Mhm.
that class, man. I didn't know where they were.
I
Oh
didn't
Yeah.
think about
man, oh
that.
man. Yeah,
Awesome.
I feel like that's probably one of the most useful skills
Yeah.
that I feel like but here's the thing. Okay, so for me, right? Like I learned, yeah, I took keyboarding classes, but for the class I was like whatever, right? In all honesty, the thing that got me was because at the time like AIM was popping. So that was like, where you want to talk to the bat. So like yeah, so I learned real quick. I learned real quick.
Yeah, exactly, yo. That was a useful skill, bro. I'm
Mhm.
telling you, I ain't gonna front. Like right after I got my skills, he's right, man. That's when I really started putting in the work with AIM, and I was like, thank the Lord, I got this under my belt. So get a couple little office jobs off the street, like yeah. But yeah, man. So emoji, what are your thoughts on this comic? Have you seen the covers? Did you see the breakdown we did just there with that tweet on how do have some real life variant covers here? What do you think?
So I came in towards the tail end of it, but I mean this is based off of the movie, right?
Other way around, but yeah,
The movie's okay, yeah, the movie's based off of this. So this is the original story with the
yeah.
and I thought didn't we have a Old Man Logan one that dropped too
Right,
earlier?
right. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of
Okay.
it's a lot of mysticism and things going on. I was hoping Chris might have some sort of insight as to what the
Mhm.
hell is
I
going on.
I know I think that well, can we talk potential spoilers?
Yeah, I think we already guys we're in
Okay.
agreement with that,
I mean,
right?
I'm okay with
Yeah,
it.
Okay. So I think and I haven't read it, but I think that the twist of this is right that Wolverine is the one that kills everyone as opposed to Professor X, how they made it in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that type of twist. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wait, my bad. Did I spoil it?
Oh, it's a movie
It's
twist.
a
Lord,
major
Almighty, this
twist.
is a book. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, my
It's a
bad. My
I'm just
major
bad.
kidding.
twist.
Nah, man, and putting this because I had like a little intro I made just in putting that together alone, I ended up like I went from just like wanting to grab some clips to actually like reading the book and because it was like an audio version. I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then it's
Mm.
like Hawkeye, and he's all old too, and he's blind still, of course, but it's like just crazy. Yeah, the story's crazy, man.
Hawkeye's like the only guy left. Like Logan and Hawkeye.
Oh
And in the
dang.
book, if you've read it, Logan's retired. He
Yeah,
does not sneak anymore, right? He's like,
nah,
I'm not pulling out my claws. And
yeah,
he's living on farmland owned by the Hulk family.
yeah, it's
And
Mm.
wild.
oh, it just gets dark. And so it's interesting that, Veve dropped Mysterio, right? And then we had the the other Mysterio thing that came last week there, and because that's at the crux of why that book is so dark. And Mysterio is mysterious. He basically does magic, and he pulls the wool over Wolverine's eyes, and makes him think that Jubilee's on this screen, and all the superhero groups and individuals everywhere are begging for help. Like there's this major global event hitting all superherodom, and the X-Men can't get through to anybody, and all of a sudden all of these villains start popping into the mansion, right? The X mansion, and Wolverine just starts slicing and dicing. I mean, you read it and you're like, oh man, that's Wolvie. He's lost his crap. He's gone full berserker mode, and you are so deep into this, and he's just like, he's beating up, he's killing. And then all of a sudden you get the twist.
He pulled the veil over his eyes.
The spoiler alert right now. So if you haven't read the book, pause it, skip ahead. But it's Mysterio has made Wolverine think that all the villains coming at him are real, but they're actually the X-Men themselves. And so he's wiping his team.
Crazy.
This is why he goes through them, one by one. He's not really having a heck of a lot of battle back, but he's in rage mode, right? So he can't really slow down. And what ends up happening, right? He wipes out the whole team. So when you watch Deadpool 3, there's the whole nostalgia piece. He's got like, I don't want to wear this suit because it reminds him of what he did in that book.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And so there's a very iconic scene in Deadpool 3 where he's like, the reason I now wear this suit is because it reminds me of the kind of the friends that I had, right? That's referencing what he did, and he didn't want to talk about it. It's very dark and all that, right? I'm not going to get much more dark than that. So,
but then didn't they twist it in the movie though? Because I thought that was the route that they were going to. But when he broke down his explanation, didn't he say like it was because he wasn't there, like he left, and he felt guilty because he wasn't there when they got killed?
I think so, because this, to me, as soon as I was hearing that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right from Old Man Logan. But it could be just for movie effect. Also, like this book, it's been a while since I've read it, but if I am recalling correctly, there's a shoot off that comes where this is going to be kind of another thing that's happening in Secret Wars. And so I don't know if anybody out there is a huge Secret Wars expert or not, but I think that there's a play on this, which, for as long as I've been in Veve, right, it seems to be like a couple years ahead. They're dropping titles that we start seeing on Disney Plus and in the theaters. It's like we get a nice little 1 or 2 year runway to own the asset, engage it, maybe read some of the partner themes and storylines, and own the titles and get familiar. I think that might be what's happening here, but hard to say. And then when I look at the title you've got on here, I see some Freddy Krueger kind of.
I do too,
right? It does. It does.
Oh, speaking of that, man, real quick, let's dive into the covers real quick. Very quick impressions of the common cover.
It looks good.
Yeah, I like it. It's funny you mentioned Freddy Krueger because now that's not going to get out of my mind. That's all I see right now.
That's with that hat. You crazy.
Yeah, the hat.
Why is? Oh, okay. I thought Iron Man was like Professor X's chair or something, but he was down in the chair. I mean, which cover do you guys like better, this one or the other cover that we have?
Can you scroll through them real quick?
Like the black and white is the one that reminded me of Freddy Krueger.
Well, I mean, this one versus the other Old Man Logan comic.
Got it.
Oh, the other one, yeah.
I think I like the other one better.
Hard to say. Like this one looks more sort of artistic, probably.
Right. Okay.
But I mean, it's still sort of referencing the old one. Well, the Secret Rare is definitely
we're gonna get
the original.
Let's get there. So this is the uncommon, of course, right? I do like how he has like a glow effect and how he really pops on this cover, though. I can't lie.
Yeah, I really like that. That's sharp.
Yeah, I like that glow effect. All right, so let's get into this Scotty Young
Old man theme.
Wow.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
like
gonna
that
be the
one.
most popular.
Yeah.
I mean, just because, like Chris was saying, it's very big in the VB community now, or he is, and it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, and if it's all the, you can see all the masks laying around in the rubble.
Yeah, it's
Like
crazy.
basically that dark theme, like they're all gone.
Mhm.
And I think, I don't know, I haven't read this. Maybe this is kind of describing what happened. Like the Avengers are gone. Like everybody's gone,
Yeah,
right? So maybe we'll see.
wild.
Hard to say, but yeah, that's kind of cool. That cover.
Yeah, I think that one's my favorite.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. So here we are at the ultra rare. So it just says vibranium variant, but we had our peoples let us know that this is a Sorrentino variant,
Mhm.
right? And he also made the common cover. Um,
Kind of like the wave in the background, the red effect. It's just sort of blood impact, you know.
right.
Yeah, more visceral.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. So good job on this variant. Let's
Mhm.
make our way down to the coveted secret rare. Yeah, this definitely says a lot right here, man. When I
This
was
reminds me of the other one.
That's very similar.
Yeah.
Because the other one is like he's bleeding out of his
Out of the
wrist
yeah, out of
because
the
his claws haven't come out in years.
even the truck was in I think one of the
Truck was in
variants. The
it.
truck was on, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the spider buggy.
spider buggy.
Yep. This is the McNeven variant.
Oh dang, yo, seeing Jubilee like that, yo, that hits. That hits hard. Dang.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, that's great. And in a way, they're kind of telling you, because if you look at the way his arm is going through it, through her
yeah,
head, it's almost foreshadowing.
yeah. Well, he takes her out, right? And then that sword is iconic too. I don't know how much I want to spoil, but
Yeah, just let it. Yeah, just let it rock
there's
out.
something to do with that and the Hulk family. Like there's just so many references to the original here. I like it, right? But how many
One
were
thing
there? This is only 120. No,
Oh, on the secret rare, 125 on the secret rare.
125.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
didn't
one
read
twenty
right.
five.
Yeah.
One thing that I will say, and Chris, you definitely piqued my interest because, like, this was something that I did want to dive into, especially after watching Logan.
Mm-hmm.
I just knew a surface level as far as what kind of happened in the original one, but I still don't know the full extent of, the story that was told after the fact, after, the big crisis event, so to speak. And I think that is probably where the magic that's where the story is, right? How does he recover from that? How does what type of arc is built off of his, his coming back from, that. And it makes me think of a similar parallel. I don't know if anyone's familiar with the DC storyline with Injustice, because something similar happens to that with Superman, and where he's tricked into thinking that he's fighting a villain, and he's actually fighting Lois Lane, and he kills
Mm.
her. And the whole story is fleshed out on, well, how does he deal with that and his descent into madness. This is kind of like the opposite side of the spectrum, because I feel like this is probably a story where a redemption arc story. That's what I got from the movie and things like that. So I would be really interested to see this, to read it, because with the movie, it was Charles that did it, and Charles was already kind of like out of it. So there wasn't really much redemption to me for Charles.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that there's probably a little bit more story elements in this one when it comes to Wolverine.
Yeah. I mean, he's like where did I read this somewhere? Like Wolverine is the Marvel equivalent of Nike.
Mm.
Like he's the brand that you just know throughout the guide, right? So you could continue this character for so many different ways, so many different streams. I think too, like that. It's interesting you bring that up, Emoji, because I was watching the Deadpool, right? How they brought the concept of multiverse, which I'm going to admit it's been a little confusing over the past few years how Marvel's been trying to find that.
Mm-hmm.
It's all over the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
But they did such a good job, and they presented so many different Wolverine variants in so many easy to understand ways. I think that was one of the the things that the writers got just perfectly, because now, I mean, really, each one of those could become a different show if you wanted,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
different stream. But yeah, there could be whole redemption stories here, and tying these together. What happened? Why did that happen? Very similar to what you'd explained about the Superman story. I remember that one. That's sometimes too, they do borrow ideas across
Yeah.
brands, right? And
Yeah.
so, but yeah, that was sort of a compelling one. And when you read this book, it's interesting because there's an entire there's a novel series, like a hardcover book series on this whole Old Man Logan theme. And
Mm-hmm.
I only know that because I remember back when we were dropping, I think it was Hulk 181 and then Wolverine and whatnot. I told my creative director at work, because he's a huge kind of Wolverine fan, although he loves Hulk as his guy. But he's like, man, you got to read Old Man Logan. Do you read books? And I was like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
every once in a while when I get some time, I'll take a book.
Mm.
And you got to read that series. Like, you'll
Mm.
love it. It's as
Mm-hmm.
compelling as like the old Lord of the Rings, right? Like once you start, it's very hard to put down.
Yeah.
But
How many issues are in this series?
oh,
Do you know?
I think it was 5 or 6. I'd have to
Oh,
look it
okay,
up.
so it's not too long.
I still haven't purchased it yet, but I mean, I just reread The Old Man Logan a few weeks back, and it's a fun read. You can read it a lot of times, but
I,
the
Mm-hmm.
I
stuff
have
that you
to
see,
admit, I cheated though the other day while I was
Mm-hmm.
putting my intro together. I found a channel on YouTube that basically they're showing you panel for panel, but it's considered like full motion comic. It's a pretty big channel.
Oh, like how Comic Historian would do? Like you would
oh,
read them?
yeah,
Yeah, but like yeah, they have like real good voice actors and sound
Mm.
effects and wind blowing and howling and and all of that. So
yeah,
yeah, it was very easy to like read. And then when I couldn't watch the screen, I'm doing something else. I'm still getting to hear it, and it's almost like a movie playing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So really
That's
good.
our grade 9 version of Cole's notes.
So
Remember back in the day? Yeah, that's perfect.
hey, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I can
Some of
check those
those
out.
some of those YouTubers do like an amazing job. Even with with the voice acting, like you said too, and it
Mhm.
really like you feel the immersion from watching
Yeah.
them. So yeah, nah, that's what's up.
Yeah, I mean, you. Speaking of man, you on Oz's show Get to the Comics, bro. You brought that to life. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
really? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just extra, bro. I'm just I'm
Speaking of
just but.
extra, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? When we see each other again this year, because I hope you coming to New York again.
Yeah, yeah, I'm coming through. I might not be at the con, but I'm definitely gonna be at the parties.
Right, same here, same here. Either way, I'm gonna try and be at them parties, man. We gonna link in the background, but this year we definitely gonna get lit. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh
get
yeah, for sure, bro. For sure.
this. You know what I'm saying? Try and kidnap Be Shelby Cobra. I want to. We got a big net and can just scoop up all y'all, Canada, everywhere. Just
Yeah.
we got
Well,
in.
I mean, we got a link anyway because I mean, I you were there for the music thing that I was the space that I was doing, right? When I was
Awesome.
yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
you want
trying
to
to like
talk about that a little bit?
yeah, yeah. So this
Hey, really quick, guys. Sorry,
mhm.
before you start, emoji, I don't want to cut you off, but I've got
Yeah.
to run.
We gotta
I'm
run.
getting a
Yes,
nod.
yes. 8:30 on the
Oh,
dot. Right? Yes,
We've got some family plans tonight, so I
yes.
don't want to interrupt you midstream. So I thought I'll just
no
jump
worry.
in there really quick.
Absolutely,
But,
man. Thank you for coming
Okay.
through,
Good,
Chris.
good
yeah,
seeing you, Chris.
Yeah.
this was fun,
Chris
guys. Thanks for having me
Chris
on, and yeah,
Excellent.
good luck if you're going for it. I know the couple of titles that covers that I'm gonna try and pick up in the market for sure. So, but I'll do
Chris,
it.
we'll
One of
talk
those
a little bit
minutes.
more too because we got to talk more comics too.
Let's
So
do it.
definitely
Yeah,
yeah, we'll definitely chop it up. Appreciate you,
awesome.
bro.
Hey, guys,
All right,
have
man.
a good rest of the
Have a
show.
good one.
Thank you, bro.
Take care.
Bye now.
Yeah, man. So, God, emoji.
Yeah, no. So like I have a and what I want to do is I want to link up with a lot of different artists, such as yourself too. You're like one of the first people that I thought of. But yeah, I mean, I have a single that's going to be dropping courtesy OBL's mom's going to be actually world premiering it on her live stream on Saturday. But the thing that's unique about this is it's going to burn Omi from the circulating supply. And that's wherever you listen to it, whether you listen to it on Apple Music, on Spotify, on Pandora, wherever you listen to music, it'll be there on all streaming platforms. And 50% of all the streaming royalties for that song is going to Burn Omi. But the idea is honestly beyond me. It's literally kind of like getting together with artists and creating entire libraries of Omi Burn music. So yeah, non fungible's already on deck. I have some other artists I'm talking to. You were another person I thought of. So yeah, man, just let's link. And I feel like there's so much talent in the community, and I know that Omi Burn has been a thing that people have been wanting for a while. So why not mix getting some of this talent out there with something that the community's been asking for a while.
Exactly, man. Yeah, I'm actually working on a couple of things in that stratosphere Web3 based, NFT based. So you know, like I said, I think when we touched base almost last year around this time, you know what I'm saying? Definitely gonna be tapping on your shoulder, trying to get some suggestions, some ideas, and basically, like at this point, that's what I was thinking back then. But now, our relationship, everything is like just grown crazier at this point. So it's like now that you're doing this, it's totally lock in step with what I was already trying to get off the ground.
Hmm.
So it's like, damn, we might as well just all bring it together because I hooked up with non fungible, wonderful as well.
Nice,
And
nice.
so, yeah, man, I think we might as well just all collaborate and just get it together at the same time, man, and just plot and plan this out. Because I remember you talking about even, artists releasing older music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I have. I'm gonna be re-releasing some of my older stuff too, and just adding the Omi Burn mechanic to. Like, I literally want to like build playlists, right?
Mhm.
Of just Omi burning playlists, and see where that goes.
How
So
does that work? So you pay to stream the song, you buy the song, and then half of it gets burned, or how does that work?
so so when you put your songs on digital platforms, you do it through an aggregator, and from there you can split it however you want it. So typically, if multiple people work on a song, then obviously you'll do your splits, however you assign them by, who gets what. Now, for a lot of my songs, I do everything, so I don't really have to split them unless it's a collaborative work.
Sure.
But it, with that, so with this, what I did is I created a specific account just for burning Omi.
Mm,
So all the splits that I do is gonna go to that percentage that I'm gonna burn Omi is gonna go to that account, which is which is connected to a whole separate account. I'll use that to buy USDC, buy Omi, and then Akomi has already hit me up with the burn address, so it'll just go straight
nice.
there. And then I'm gonna do just for transparency, I'll have full printout reports of all the songs that are like Omi burn songs with the revenue that they're generating and the splits, and I'll post that monthly because they do come out monthly when the revenue reports hit. The only thing is it does take about 2 to 3 months for streaming platforms to start dishing out the revenue. So any song that gets added, you're not going to see the revenue for about 2 to 3 months, and then it'll be there on a monthly basis.
Is there anything that
Cool.
you do or plan to do that is almost like an engine or something in place that not guarantees royalties and all these things that you have to worry about with splits and all that, but it's like I know of plenty of people that'll put some stuff out and they don't have to worry about royalties because it doesn't do anything, it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't get a lot of streams. So like, what are the things you plan to have in place to try and generate revenue, I guess, from streams? Because I hear it's not really, it doesn't really pay the best necessarily.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. And artists are like have been taking advantage for a while, right? And that's one of the biggest things that people have issues with when it comes to digital platforms like Spotify and things like that. Which is why you see a lot of artists entering into the NFT space.
Exactly.
Yeah. So there's a lot of Web3, NFT music. But the only issue with that's been is like you do still want your music out there available to as many people as possible.
Hmm.
So it is good to be in the places where people are listening to music, like these popular
Hmm.
platforms. The goal is ultimately to kind of like get that push where people feel inclined to share music. I think
Mhm.
that that's one of the most powerful things as far as with the spread of music. People, passing it on to another. And with the kind of Omi burn mechanic behind it, then it gives, Omi holders something that they were looking for. And then, maybe in turn that's something that they would feel inclined to share and pass on to others and spread. So it's more so like kind of just with the community, like everyone benefiting each other. And that's whether it's going to be successful or not. I mean, this is a you got to start somewhere, right?
It's worth a try.
Yeah,
Right. But
exactly. It's
search engine, sorry to interrupt you, but search
mhm.
engine optimization being on these different streaming platforms, I would assume would get your name out there also. So
That comes,
it
yeah, that comes with a package. So when you upload your stuff, you can put whatever package you want. But yes, optimization, it being able to be identified, all of that. So
very cool.
Okay. So yeah, that pretty much answers that question. So yeah, you would. I mean, SEO is one thing, right? And then would you put that in the same basket as your promotional push? You would kind of put that in that same basket, or would you consider your promotion like different?
you talking about as far as like budget wise and stuff like that? Would I still pay for like
Yeah,
promotion?
yeah.
Um, I feel that like because I've been doing this for a minute, right? And I've seen a lot, and I think even when it comes to music and being a musician, you ultimately kind of get used to being taken advantage of a lot,
Right.
right? Especially when it comes through on the
Normalized.
yeah, right. So especially when it comes through on the promotion side, and I feel like you know what, it I would rather have someone promoting my music or my craft that's as passionate about it as I am.
Yeah.
And well, how can I tie that to passion? Well, I can tie that to something else that people are passionate about and kind of like use that as, um, this dual type of thing, right? Where you're benefiting your fans at the same time while they're, sharing something that they like or something that that means something to you. So I like I said, this hasn't been done before, bro. So like in this type of way. So I don't know like where this will lead, but I do think that cumulatively, right? If there's enough artists that want to do it and there's enough spread and enough virality of it, maybe it could be something. And we'll see. The thing is, we got dope artists, bro. We got dope artists in the
Oh, yeah.
space. Not,
Right.
non fungible was just dropping bangers on the comic shop the other day.
Right.
So like, and your music is dope too. So it's like, I mean, there's talent there. So,
You know, the thing I wanted to touch on real quick
mm-hmm,
that you mentioned was how there's people that are like, if you're like, all right, if you go the NFT route, you brought up the factors, right? But yo, you can't leave out or minimize, you know, dropping stuff so that it gets to Spotify and here, there, and the other place.
mm-hmm,
And this almost feels like back in the day when I was growing up and consoles first came out, and it was like
mm-hmm,
at one point you could either own a Nintendo or a Sega Genesis, and it was kind of like, I guess because of financial issues, most kids had to choose one. If you were lucky to get one, you had to choose, and that's what made it like not a war, but almost like a this or that type of thing.
mm-hmm. Oh, it
And
was a war between Sega and Nintendo. That was
yeah,
definitely
Yeah.
more.
this is it. So it was like, so I almost look at it like this, where people are not really thinking fully. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like for me, I'll just lay out what my plan is. I'll lay out here. It's only 7 people in the room. Salute to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? All right,
Shout out
everybody.
everybody in the chat.
But for me, yo, thank you, Big A. Um, for me, what I plan to do is make something for the collectors, right? So it's going to be on the NFT side,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it might be a combination of PFP type stuff. I don't really know, but at the end of the day, when you drop the NFTs or whatever, right? Like, let it rock and let it be in a finite amount, but just still do your
Do
online
both.
digital distribution deal and then drop it a couple months later. It's kind of like it's kind of like Marvel dropping modern comics right now in store now in the VV app, but then the people still on Marvel Unlimited, they're like, yeah, I can still read it for free. And it's like, yeah, but you got to wait 3 months to read it for
Hmm.
free. Because to
That's
me,
mhm.
Spotify is basically I'm giving it away for free because I'm not going to have enough streams to really do anything with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
So to me, I'm gonna
yeah.
use it as a promotional tool, and just the fact that like a bunch of y'all are paying subscriptions for that. I don't even have Spotify, but everybody else loves it, and they want to pay a subscription for it. So I'll just let that be another place where my music exists. But my music's everywhere through these digital distribution deals, like But who really is going on Google to listen to music or Amazon? But it's there. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And that's how I just feel about all of it. Like it's just like the website is called Open Sea because it's like you're just a like throwing a bottle in the sea from the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Like who's
Hmm.
gonna find you? So
Right, it's hard to get found, but
yeah,
that's
and I know
Yeah.
dudes that pay or they know the people that run the sites and all that. So that like when the stuff comes out, let's say it's title, for example, um, when the stuff drops, it'll be on that front page. You know what I'm saying? And that it automatically guarantees it's going to translate to a certain amount of plays on their Spotify and on
Hmm.
whatever other stuff. So it's like,
That visibility, and that's the
yeah,
thing, but that's also too how a lot of it is rigged, right? I was
exactly.
I was talking to a friend of mine, right, and he's spent a lot of time like curating playlists, and he had some dope playlists, like people would pay him to try and get placement on his playlist, and he was just saying like one thing that kind of like killed that area was a lot of the playlists ended up being dominated by the labels, right? So, they were taking it over and it was pretty much like it became radio all over again, right?
Yeah,
Where if you're in a label, you're the one that gets the plays. But yeah, man, it's something I like experimenting. I think that even having like the NFT side of things and having things as collectibles, like even with Vivi, right? Like how Vivi got the Ron English as collectibles were songs, but then you also have it as a collectible thing like records and stuff. That's dope too. But then also too, if you hold OMI or any cryptocurrency that you're kind of trying to do this with, then you are benefiting from any type of potential burns too down the line. And that wouldn't be from just your music, that would be from collectively anything that's burning it. So
mm,
um, there's that other side of that too.
yeah, that's dope, man.
perfect. All right, so it's looking like I've got to go. She's sneaky. The Cobra's, she's
Yeah,
been gone all day, so I haven't seen her all day. Doctor, thank you for having me on. Emoji, it's good to actually come on with you. Like you have
Likewise,
an
likewise.
insane voice. Like you should do radio, ASMR, all of that stuff. I mean, you've got your
Appreciate
show,
that.
NPR, all that stuff, whatever. It's perfect. I had a great time. And if there's anything I can do to help you guys to promote your stuff on the live stream, just let me know. And I want to help you guys and support you. So whatever I can do. But Doctor, thanks for inviting me on. I appreciate it.
thank you for coming through.
And we'll be in touch. All right.
Yeah, appreciate you. What
Appreciate
up,
it too.
Shelby?
It's awesome talking with you. Awesome talking with you.
All
All right,
right,
guys. Go have a good night. All
thank you,
right. I'll
bro.
see you. All right. I'm out. Bye.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yo, so Doc, I told you like, I was gonna come in late, but I didn't really have like a time. So it's up to you. I'm good, bro.
really.
Yeah. Once the little one's down, like I'm good for the night. So
Oh snap! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, chilling, chilling. We got duck and cover in the house. Shoot, at this point, I was almost gonna shoot a link into the chat and see if anybody want to come on. I know Big A got a little setup. You know what I'm saying? I would not mind chatting with Big A for the first time or duck and cover on screen. You know what I'm saying? Non fungible might slide through. You never know, man. People just be popping up.
I
You know what I'm
feel
saying?
you. I feel you.
And I ain't mad at it, man. Let me see if I can put this in the chat. Yo, I was just saying I have a live stream in probably like 6 months, man. But you know, we got a great event at hand, man. We got to do a giveaway compliments of Vivi.
Nice.
And it should be for the last comic drop that we had today, I believe, right? Yeah, Fantastic 494.
The Agatha Harkness
Yeah, yeah,
joint. You
is
know what
that.
I thought was interesting about that? And this is I think the first time that Vivi has done it. They on their promotional video, they put a Disney Plus like promote. Like did you notice that?
No.
So the promotional video that they did to promote the comic was actually a Disney Plus promotional video. So you
Yes.
had the
I see that.
actors and stuff and all of that stuff, and it was,
Right.
I thought that was interesting because I don't think they've ever done that before.
No, they have it. Yeah, I did. I did. Big A. What do you say? We take a rain check, no doubt, no doubt. The link is in the chat for anyone that wants to come through, join us. Yeah, that's very interesting. So you think like the relationship is growing and maturing?
I mean, possibly, or they just stole it. I mean,
Just looking, do what I would
I,
have done,
I
right?
don't know. But it would seem
Strong arm it, like
probably
yo,
that.
Marvel. I'm gonna need that stock footage. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I see
like, oh
Corey.
yeah, oh, this is good. And we got a comic book coming around at the same time. But yo, let me take this real quick.
Let's get that off your hands.
Let's give Corey a break.
Yeah, I'm just gonna screenshot this real quick, upload it.
Oh man.
I wanted to. I guess you can't share two screens at once, right? So I'm gonna start adding the names to the wheel of names. I'm gonna do that in real time, so nobody can say whatever and someone just got randomly selected. And nah, we're gonna do this in real time. Um, so looks like I got about 50 comments or so to enter. Um, wheel of names, random name picker. Can you see that?
Yeah, I got it.
I bet. Let me get some of this other stuff off my screen. I don't need Key Collector anymore. Technically, I was gonna actually. Damn. Um, I did want to run through Key Collector real quick because, I think it's interesting how some of these newer books. Obviously, we can only have but so many real life variant covers, but sometimes I
Mm-hmm.
still like to look at like what we didn't get
Mm.
and get kind of mad about it. But because I still feel like they sacrifice potential banger variants for giving us, an unsaturated version of a common.
Are you talking about this one, the Agatha Harkness one? Or are you talking about the Wolverine,
Oh man,
the
Logan.
old Logan one? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the variants now real quick. Let me get rid of the wheel. Very rusty. Sea spill in the building. What's good? Hold on. Old man Logan. Right. So this is
Yo, that even looks a little different than the one that we got. I
because the
mean, the
white
white
water
border, yeah,
that does it, right? I was just thinking
it
that, like,
does.
it's almost like you got it bagged and bordered, just with the border where it's just a little bigger. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Give it that exposure. This white border make it look clean, right? Even the Scotty.
Yeah, it does. It does. It looks like it should be framed. Like it looks like it would be hung on a wall or something.
Yeah. So we got that. Then okay, this is our secret. No, this is our
The
ultra
ultra
rare.
rare that you are,
Right?
yeah.
Okay, and then you can see the price values. Nothing really is different too much between these. It's like nobody cares. Non-key issue, non-key issue.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even write Scotty Young's name on here. The blasphemy. Look at this. All right, let's see what we did not get, ladies and gentlemen. We have
What is
this
that?
one.
Baby Hulk?
Yo, yeah, because it's a whole Hulk family. This is
Oh,
like a
okay.
kidnap for ransom type of scene right here. This is like, yo, you better back up. You know what I'm saying? Why does it say Newberry Comics? Ooh, that is. That's
Hmm.
interesting. Key. Yeah, so view details. Did we get any love on who illustrated this? No? Damn.
Yo, that's crazy. You're not crediting nobody.
Yeah, they don't care sometimes. Like, do your work, shut up. You know what I'm saying? All right, this one we're getting right. This is our secret rare, right?
Yes, that is.
Okay, okay. No info there. And then this is another variant that I could do without this one. I think they picked all the right ones, I guess. This
Yeah.
this is fire though with the baby though.
Yeah, but I think out of all of them, if you could only choose, what is it, five of them? I think
Right.
they chose the right five. I
Right.
think they chose the right five.
And what always comes into question though is how you're sacrificing one slot for the uncommon, which is, you
Oh
know,
yeah, that's true. Which is
right?
a thing of that.
Right. So
But they don't
then,
have to do that. Don't they got books where they don't
yes,
do
yes.
that? So it's
Oh
not like,
wait. Uh oh. Uh oh.
oh, that one looks tough. I like
Uh
those.
oh.
I like that.
That's what we got, but like a, I don't
Like
want
a
to call it
black
a
and white
sketch
variant.
variant. Yeah, I would just say black and white, right? Over
Yeah, yeah,
sketch.
yeah,
That's yeah, that's hard though.
yeah, it is.
Man, you know, you got to consider all these things, what you did not get, and then you know the good old blank variant.
Hmm.
So these, let me ask, they make these so that you bring them to like a Comic Con and have someone try and draw something on it. That's
That's
what
what I
it,
think for like for a remark.
yeah.
I know that who was it? Was it Sharky? I think it was
Somebody in the
Sharky,
community has
female
some.
Sharky. She went
Yeah.
and got like a Harley. Was it like a Harley Quinn?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it John? Someone showed me, but they had like it was pretty much they brought it and then they got to Peach Momoko actually,
Mm-hmm.
and they ended up getting a remark where
Mm-hmm.
she just went to town and went crazy on it, which is I mean those things end up being because those are original pieces of art like one of
Exactly.
ones, you know.
Exactly.
So
Man, see, these are the type of things that, like, if I know I'm going that weekend and I'm going to like Sanjay's party and I know he be having all these crazy people, it's like, how do you even prep and know what stuff to be buying now so that it comes in the mail so that you could have them sign it later? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what's
hmm,
going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I feel you. I
I'm
feel
just
you.
happy to be there. But then, you know, once you're there and when you leave, you hear people who did all this stuff and you're like, damn, how'd you plan all that out? Like, you know, I want to be in the right circles, man. One of these
Yeah.
years, you know, I'll get it. I'll get it. But
I feel you.
but yeah, what else were we gonna do? Oh, I gotta do the wheel of names, right? Right. So we're gonna do this giveaway. We got 11 people in the house. See,
Nice.
still is here. Yeah, man. So I had about 50 entries, and we got 12 people in the building. But you know, I don't know how this is supposed to happen. Like, because I was hoping the winner would be here, so that
Be here
way,
to yeah, accept it. Is that a
like,
qualification?
nah, not even, because it's 50 names, bro. It's just wild. Veve Will was cracking, man. What's good with you?
Oh, VV Will's in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Anybody would like to come on stream and join us? Feel free to click the link, man. So just so it's not like dead air, I'll probably just
Welcome to All
play.
Things Strange, Doctor Strange.
I'm gonna just play stuff behind us. You know what I'm saying? Real low. Just was not dead air.
Got it. Got it.
But yeah, we just chop it up, man. Do this wheel of names real quick here.
So while you do that, well, can I? Do you need to focus, or could I talk while you
No,
do
I
this?
want you to talk your
All
ish,
right.
son.
Yo,
Go.
so have you been reading any of these comics and stuff that's been coming out on the like the modern junks, the new ones?
Yes, one or two. So,
Okay. So look, if you haven't checked it out yet, I'm gonna put you on, bro. Like, check out the Venom Wars storyline.
mm-hmm.
Yo, that junk is tough, bro.
Yeah, I
Like
picked the Wolverine one.
oh
Yeah, I
yeah, they
picked
did have a Wolverine one. I'm not there yet because I'm reading it in order.
order. Yeah.
But so we had non fungible at the comic shop, and he picked the Carnage one.
Mm.
And because of that, I was like, all right, you know what? This was kind of tough. Let me go through the rest of it and stuff like that. Yo, no lie, bro. Like I was up reading comics till like 2 o'clock in the morning, cause I just wanted to keep reading through the storyline. But is I mean I'm really enjoying it, and it's dark. It's like really dark.
Mm, man, so do you think that darkness transcends through all the different like character books,
What do you
or
mean?
like just that whole vibe? Like, because they have different Venom Wars, they have tons of them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, typically, I mean the Venom wars they seem to be, or the Venom books they seem to be a little bit more mature, right? Like Deadpool.
Yeah.
Which is why, I'm hoping that when they do try to do a little bit more with Venom on the MCU side, they kind of take a page out of the Deadpool movie and, do it rated R and kind of like, don't try to make it soft, you know, to kind of just get more of an audience, because as you can see, you're gonna have your audience if you make a good movie, even if it's rated R. You're gonna have your audience.
That's true.
Um, but this is yeah, I mean the tone is pretty much, you know, specifically the one that we were reading for the review was Carnage, and that's always going to be, you know, obviously more darker because you're dealing with someone that's a serial killer.
Right.
So, you know, but even, you know, even with Venom and the symbiotes and stuff like that, because in this story, not to give too much away, but basically what happens is Venom leaves Eddie Brock,
Right.
and there was a time that he would, so Eddie Brock has a son called Dylan, and there was a time that the Venom symbiote was attached to Dylan, and obviously a time where he was attached to Eddie Brock. But he leaves them because Venom is kind of having like this change of heart where he feels like he causes misfortune to everyone that he comes across. So, you know, being a parasite, so he's like, you know what, I'm gonna, you know, leave them because I don't want to ruin their lives anymore, and I'm gonna go someplace to die, right? Now, the place that he decides to go to die is in the closet of someone that he felt would be the least likely to ever put him on, and that's Peter Parker.
Mhm. That's right.
Um,
Huh.
but in the meantime, Eddie Brock and Dylan are kind of like at war with one another because they're both trying to get the symbiote, because they had a premonition that if either one of them gets the symbiote, the world is going to end.
Mm.
So they're trying to stop the other person from getting Venom, and you know, and it ends up Peter ends up wearing the Venom suit
Right.
after, you know. So it is an interesting thing of kind of like this three-way thing, and there's a lot of other stuff going on too with like weapons being made to take out the
No,
symbiotes and stuff.
wait a minute, because if he's wearing the Venom suit, is that like, are they recognizing all the things that already happened in Secret Wars when he already wore the suit?
Yeah, so this is later. So this is what the
Right.
crazy part is, right? Like they Venom, you know how like in the movies Venom is kind of like has that little like comedic side to him when he's talking to Eddie Brock and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's what's happening in this too. So you're
Oh,
hearing like, Peter and Venom's conversations with one another while he's wearing the suit, which I don't know if that happened originally in the book, because I just felt like the suit was, this suit, and it was, causing him to kind of have negative emotions, but I don't think he
right.
had like a full-blown conversation
Yeah.
with the symbiote suit.
Oh, the same. Oh, yeah. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was just the
Yeah.
whole concept of what it was different back then. So,
Yeah, so this one he is, so it's almost like, today's Venom but bonded with Peter, and that honestly makes some very interesting banter back and forth between those two.
wow. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Trying to see if I could do any shortcuts here with like maybe copy and paste the names. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like
What's going on
that.
with the wheel? What happened?
I started putting the names on it, and I'm basically taking it off my phone and doing it. But the text is a lot smaller on the phone,
Oh, okay.
so old man issues. So I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to either copy and paste it off the, because I have it pulled up on my laptop too, and it's a lot bigger. But I was like, maybe I could just copy and paste the names, but it ain't trying to let you do none of
Oh, dang.
that. So that sucks. But yeah, it is what it is. Maybe if I hit reply, let me see something. Reply, nope, 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 nope.
But yeah, man, so that's pretty much what I've been doing.
Oh,
A
okay.
lot, just diving into some of these storylines.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I gotta definitely tap in. Uh, my reading time is horrible. So, yeah, I got to read comic on Oz's show, which was really fun. I have another one coming up. I think we're doing it next Friday, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. So that should be dope. And then after that, I'm trying to come through your show. So
Nice, nice. Yo, we gotta I told you we gotta book you, bro.
yes, yes.
We actually we gotta get on that quick because we're running out of slot. I'm gonna hit you with some dates. I'm gonna hit you with some dates. Uh Unless
Oh,
you don't mind me asking you now, like do you care if I ask you on stream?
I don't mind, but really quick.
Mhm.
I gotta say what's up to my brother Mission in the house. What's going on, Mission? How you been?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's goody? I don't
Hey,
hear
what's
your
up,
audio.
man? How
Oh, there
you
you go.
doing?
There you go. I'm good. I'm good. How you been? How you been?
Can you hear me?
Yep, you good.
I'm good, man. Chilling. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Always good to
I
see
think
you.
it's a delay in my mic.
Yeah, it is. It's like a delay, which is weird. I don't know how that happens. Any
What's up,
ideas?
Mission? How you doing? Nice to meet you. Oh yeah, it's definitely a delay.
Yeah,
I'm good, man. Just chilling.
that's what's up, man. So yeah, we were just here. We was talking about Old Man Logan, the next comic coming to Veve, little stacking, slacking type of action. And now we're just chopping it up about what were we talking about? I almost forgot.
Comics, new comics. Side note, Josh told me to tell you to hop on Fortnite
Can
later.
can you hear me?
Yep, you good.
Yeah, we got you.
Yep. We hear you.
I think he's just hearing us mad late. I think the delay.
Yeah, it's an echo or delay or something.
Yeah, it's definitely a delay. You might want to drop down and come back. You might want to drop down.
All right, I'll do that.
I bet. UV Wheels, what you like? Tell me. Let us know. But yeah, I was saying I want to tap in more with the newer books. I think we're gonna be reading the. I think it's Aliens versus Avengers. Is that it? Or is it?
Oh, that's yeah, and that's a nice one actually. I enjoyed that one too. I'm
Or is
looking
it?
for
No. I'm sorry. It's the one with Black Panther. What is it? Black Panther.
Predator, Black Panther vs.
Yeah,
Predator.
that one.
Okay, I didn't read that one.
Right.
But let me know if it's good. Let me know if I need to check that out.
I bet. The backyard toys in the house. After the late, keep talking, we'll keep up. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Um, I got to get back to this wheel. I keep getting distracted and going to other screens because I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat. And then for situations like this where mission popped up, if I didn't pop back in here, I wouldn't have seen them. You can hear me good now? I think you still have a delay though.
Yeah, I think it's still
Yeah, I
there.
can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep. I think you have a delay though. Maybe it's your what would that be? Emoji headphones or streaming
Yo,
insurance?
I don't even know, bro. I
He's like,
no
here,
clue.
yes. He's like, you asked me one question about spaces, you think I know everything. Yes. Oh man. Oh, I found a way to copy and paste. Look out.
He might need to what is he on, a computer?
I don't know.
Or he's on like a mobile device or something.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
What?
I'm on my computer. I may drop off and just use the mobile.
Okay, that could be alternative. Or I was just gonna say maybe if rebooting your computer. But if dropping down didn't really help and it's still having the same issues. But mobile might fix it.
Mm-hmm. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Veve Wheels.
Yeah, let me switch to mobile.
All right, bet.
Yo, my timeline has been going crazy with the. Hold on, I don't I don't know if you want me to bring it up on stream, but the news that's been going on.
Lord. Yo, I was thinking before I got on here, I was like, am I really gonna have to talk about this? I was like, you know what? I don't think no one's gonna bring it up. Man, I should have known it was gonna be you. Should have known. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, 1,000 bottles is wild, bro. 1,000 bottles.
Yo,
is
why do they
wild.
have to say things like that though? It's only people like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they when they raided Weinstein's spot and Epstein's spot, they ain't talking about how many objects and lubricants was around and
Oh yeah,
really
of course
sizing
not.
it up.
Of
They
course not.
didn't say all that. Why are you painting mental pictures in my mind of rooms that just have that on the floor lined up in perfect symmetry, like you doing the thing with the dominoes? You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Like
you were thinking on floor. I was thinking he had like a cellar, like a vintage collection or something.
use the finest of baby oils,
He's like,
most
this
of
is
my
this is a
Cambodian breast milks.
this is a 2010 classic lavender.
I'm saying Johnson
Yo,
and John. Yo, this is my Victoria's Secret line. Love, love.
yo. Oh
Yo,
man.
yo, why'd they do that, man?
I don't know, bro.
I
I
don't
don't
understand
know.
them details. And then the guy they got to like speak, I'm like, did they have a room full of dudes and be like test all their voices? They got like the perfect announcer voice guy. Who is it? He can't really work for the feds. This guy's voice is too perfect.
Yo, I didn't even see that. I gotta check that out later too.
Wow.
I
Ooh.
just been reading. I just been reading what's been happening.
Did they have like pictures of it? Like when they do a like a real Rico case bust and they have like
You
the
you know, I did
AK-47 on the floor and on the white sheet. You know what I'm saying
I
with the bricks.
didn't I didn't see pictures of it. But from I mean from what I'm reading, this was the raid back in March, right?
Right.
So like this they been had this. It was just, they just brought them in. But
Okay, yes.
and
I knew
disclosed
something
it.
was going down, bro, because I seen footage of him on IG like 3 days ago, and he was chilling in Harlem.
I
And I
saw
was
that. I
like,
saw
yeah.
that.
I said he's back in New York because they're gonna get him out here. You know,
Mhm.
just like when they raided his crib, I know that he gets the heads up and all that. You know, all of them do. They get the heads up.
Mm.
But he's looking at life, man. If indicted on all these charges, man. But I think that they mentioned that there's other people involved for a reason. You know what I'm saying? If this was all just about him, they wouldn't have mentioned them other people. They'd been like, we got our
Mhm.
man, and stuff they
Yeah.
chest out. So I think them mentioning all that is for a purpose.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, most likely this is tied into a whole bigger thing, right? And I know a lot of people are comparing this to like that, like you said, the Epstein thing. But yeah, man, I don't know. This chunk is crazy, bro. This chunk is crazy.
And that's another thing though, is like if it's a known fact and nobody's ever jumped up in the media or no official jumped up and was like, hey, there was all a bunch of nobodies involved with the Epstein thing. Like, no, we know the names and leaked manifests and all this stuff, and it's like, how is no one else like involved on a serious level where we hear anything else about who was involved with what? You know what I'm saying? And I think almost the same thing with this. Like, they
Oh
basically
well,
said that.
Epstein, he died before he could go to trial.
No, I'm talking about the fact like other people were still involved. And I
Hmm.
know what you're saying, but there's still like obvious stuff like people on
Yeah.
video doing stuff that could be identified and they still don't
Mm.
pursue it. So it's the same thing in this case where they're talking about how he got tapes of people doing stuff and he used it to extort, but at the same breath,
Hmm.
that means you guys are privy to what stars did what and had
That's
whatever done
true.
to them.
That's
And
true.
are you going to make them step forward as victims, like make them to where now that artist or actor, whoever, is exposed as having this done to them or them doing something?
Hmm.
So it's
I
like, I know they're going to try and go after the low level people, like the drug dealers, the people that the security and the different people involved that smuggle someone technically across state lines and blah blah blah. But
Yeah, well, here's the thing, right? Like, if a lot of that stuff is stuff that will come out in trial, right? Because you're gonna have discovery, and you're gonna have, I mean, all the stuff is gonna be there, but it, it's a matter of does this go to trial and does this go that far into the trial? And the thing with the Epstein thing is, because technically, yes, the Epstein case did go to trial, but a lot of those parts and a lot of those things kind of wasn't put out there. It was more so a thing for the people to kind of like give their testimony. With this, I mean, if assuming nothing happens to Diddy, right? Um, if they really flesh things out, then yeah, that's what would happen as a result, right? Because once that information is out there before court, then you have to act on it. But just having the discovery necessary, it depends on what the prosecutor wants to do. But you know, if it's not brought out in trial, or if there isn't a trial for whatever reason that there may not be one, then kind of like all that stuff is just stuff that
Mm,
never sees the light of day, you
yeah,
know.
right. That's how the law works, right? As I said.
Uh,
Does it?
no comment. No comment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see how this all plays out. But I mean, if there's stuff that people don't want to get leaked out, then obviously they'll, you know,
Mhm.
there'll there'll be things to try and prevent that from happening.
Right. They probably
And
have something in place like that.
yeah, and I'm not even saying anything as far as like anything crazy. I mean, you know, sometimes that's why sometimes a lot of people settle, right? Or just plead, or take pleas and things like that, because there's certain things that you don't want, hitting the court, or hitting,
Y'all,
hitting a
y'all
court.
here copping, please, son. Damn, yo. So, what's been the latest in Twitter world? I see Prop is over here tweeting.
Prop came through.
No, he didn't come through.
Oh, he tweeted.
That was one of the last things I saw. I don't remember what it was. Maybe you could see if it was something.
Oh, hold on. Let me see what he posted. Let me see.
He
I
always
wasn't.
has something to make you think. I mean,
Yeah, I was in his space not too long ago. He had a rug search and rescue.
right.
Oh yeah, he's talking about FudCon. He was saying he wants to do a FudCon during Comic Con for all the fudders to have a place to come party, so they don't feel like
Right. Oh, it's
yeah, they don't feel out of the clique.
I mean, that's crazy. How are you supposed to fight and then want to be in the clique? This whole thing is so weird to me, man. I did not come from this light.
I feel
Uh,
you. I feel you.
I don't even know what I'm doing live streaming right now. It's so weird.
Yo, it's crazy, bro, right? Like I didn't even think I would even be on like before this, I didn't even use Twitter, bro. Like
Right.
it existed and I never went on it.
Yep.
And literally that's the only thing I use right now.
Right. Right. It's the main thing. It's funny how things change, man.
That's true. It's true.
Um,
I blame OBL. It's all her fault.
mm, now you can't open that can of worms and not explain the history, right?
Oh yeah. Nah. I mean, and shout out to OBL. I mean, she's the originator. She's the
Yeah.
first person to ever start doing spaces.
Uh,
So, everything pretty much came from, and a large portion of that is because spaces was just newly invented at
yeah.
that time too, right? But a large part of all the spaces that came, after that, back of the class, all came from hanging out with OBL and Khaki,
Yeah.
before it was even Chat and Tuesday, just a space that she threw up to kind of like just talk about VV and the future of the tech and NFTs and all that,
Mhm.
VR, you know.
I was definitely late to the Spaces crew and the whole thing. She was actually like one in the first handful of YouTubers I found that was covering the project.
Yeah, that's who. Oh yeah, yo, I keep forgetting that she had a YouTube channel too. But yes, you're 100% right.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. And then I think that kind of led me back to Twitter and was like, oh, okay. I was just kind of feeling my way and seeing that there were like some YouTubers that were on Twitter, but then some that weren't really like that active at the time.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was real early in the project.
Yeah, during that time you had like what Gail,
Yeah.
um, Cavell, like
Taps.
LOK, Taps, yeah. Even Traps, he was doing the whole like the videos where he was kind of like making storylines and stuff. He had
Yeah,
like the Kripken Wars and stuff.
it's so sick.
Yeah. Yo, it feels like so long ago, bro, just
It
thinking
does.
about it.
It does, man. I think what blew me away though was when I came across Broken Crayon's channel.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, that
Yeah.
broke my
Genius.
will. He snapped like
Yeah.
I was resistant to the project a little bit, and he
Mm-hmm.
just totally destroyed my will, bro. Like he like, you know what I'm saying? He subliminally programmed me, bro. Like on another level. Like, dude had
Uh-huh.
me. I'm like, I was literally every couple of days is looking on his channel, like fiended out, looking at like what could be possible and
Mm.
what could be coming, and you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand things the way I understand them now, so it was like the way I perceived his content was like just
But he
different.
was, yeah, he
I
was
thought
doing
he
some
was almost
creative stuff
an inside.
too.
I thought he was like an insider
Mm-hmm.
leaking stuff, which is why he never showed himself and altered his voice.
Mm.
Put it you that way.
I could see that. I could see that because some of the stuff that he was doing was like some of the stuff that he was doing we still don't even have now, right? And we're hoping for it, waiting for it. But yeah, no, like he really brought the I guess the vision
Mm-hmm.
of what we kind of like was hoping to get at some point, and probably still expecting to get down the line, but
Mm-hmm.
he kind of like made that visible to
Mm-hmm.
us to kind of like see that. And yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot to process at the time, you know.
Mhm.
And again, just thinking possibly he works for the company, I'm like, is this guy showing us stuff that literally he's making and showing us like,
Yo, the
again,
speculation was crazy back then,
it was
bro.
bad.
It really was. Yo, remember the Street Fighter video that was going
Yes,
around?
yes.
And yo, that thing I think was even on an Ecomi Medium article, but it
Oh,
was like it wasn't there to say that this is what Ecomi's doing. It was there like they were highlighting something, a project or something,
wow.
and that I think is kind of like what made it spin, because like, well, why is this
Why
even
is this
here,
it?
right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but it was like, the AR Street Fighter, people fighting and stuff like that, and that's kind of like where the idea came from, as far as not the idea, but I mean the
Yeah, but
idea
yeah,
that Ecomi was going
related.
to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see that other game they got out? It's not like Street Fighter characters, but it's some sort of AR game, and the characters like react up to parameters in whatever room or setting you're at. You're in.
Oh yeah, I
Kind of
did
crazy.
actually. It was like a monster game, like a monster hunt, like a Pokemon style type game, right?
It wasn't monster style. It was like fighters,
Oh, it was
but
like a little fighting thing. Okay,
yeah,
nah,
but
I didn't
like
see that. I
almost
didn't see
like a
that.
they had like an anime character look to them, but they weren't. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
Yeah, I remember seeing something that kind of like looked like, pets, like, little pocket monsters and stuff like that.
okay,
But I remember even like during that time, Niantic did a demo.
yeah, yeah,
The Pokemon demo where they had the HoloLens on and they were like out running around catching Pokemon and stuff like that. So like, seeing all of this stuff, not only from, Vivi, but just seeing all this stuff, it kind of like is like, all right, this stuff is just around the corner. And I guess, to an extent, when it comes to, the Meta Quest and things like that and what you can do, and even with Apple Vision Pro, except, ain't nobody buying Apple Vision Pro at that price. But like, with the Quest, you're starting to see a little bit more of that, those VR capabilities or mixed reality capabilities coming to the forefront.
yeah,
So
yeah. I totally agree. I think I have all the names on the wheel here.
let's go.
Man, let's see. 'Cause we did have a couple of people leave multiple comments. I think there's a YouTube comment picker thing too, but I have never even been on the site. I'm kind of curious though, like right now. But um, as far as I calculated, I got everyone here because I just literally went down top to bottom,
Mm,
and just I have a great photographic memory, so I've been analyzing and keeping an eye on it since it posted, and just keeping note of who made multiple comments. Because some people came in and like uh, might have commented just on what I was saying in the Stackin and Slackin video,
mm,
and then realized later or after the fact that it was a giveaway. So then they had to come in and comment Veve. So I couldn't really use, you know how like it'll tell you just in general how many comments are left.
mm,
I couldn't go by that because like even Veve commented, so I know the -1 right there with the rip, right? So Um, so yeah, I believe I'm in like the 40s as far as the amount of entries. So let me just check the chat real quick. I don't think we had too much going on.
Oh
Oh,
snap! Yo,
mission,
this is
mission. Back. See, I was on the wheel of names. Oh,
I've been backstage forever.
oh my god!
I was
Look,
like,
this is like
doctor.
in real
I
time.
said, doctor, forgot about me, man.
Lord. I was trying. I forgot to. What I meant to do was tell Emoji to keep an eye at least on the chat because I don't know if he could see like the backstage setup like I see
wait.
it.
Nah, I can't
Mm.
see it. I can't see it
Right. So
unless I.
I meant to tell him to look in the chat. So when I come back here, at the same time I see you on the screen, I see your comment in the chat. I'm like, oh this shit, like
Oh no, it's all right, man.
yes.
I was just listening in a way, in a good conversation. So it
Boom.
wasn't too bad.
Don, my man, brings up a good topic to talk about.
Oh wait,
Emoji,
now I can
where
see the
were
chat.
yeah, it's like 9/11. Emoji, where were you when the Marvel logo was dropped?
I was at work and I copped it.
Hmm.
Um, so,
Now, how were
so
you able to copy it, sir? It's kind of random. You just
oh,
have.
I was I was in the Illuminati chat, bro. I was in the Illuminati
Ooh,
chat.
yeah,
That's what I got in. That's how I got in.
yeah, yeah. I gotta ask later
But I
on how to
know
get in. You know what I'm saying?
I
Maybe
know
this
I know
logo I can get in.
I know O'Milly. I know O'Milly. I think said something in his space, but I don't know because I wasn't in Millie's space by that time. I came in later, so I don't know which came first. But they were talking about it in the like Discord, the VV Discord. So that's how I like my alert was just going off, and I was like, yo, what is this? At first I thought it was in this like in the secondary market.
Yeah,
So I was like, oh, I guess it got airdropped and people are, posting it on the market. So I went there and it was like 0. And then the store said calculating. And I was like, yo, is this a glitch? Like, did I miss it? And
uh-huh.
then I'm looking at the chat and I'm like, yo, people saying, yeah, I'm buying one. I'm buying one too. Yeah, I'm like, yo, I must be bugging. So then I went to the store and I was like, oh, snap, they're still there. So then I copped like 2. And again, and I guess they sold out shortly afterward.
Yeah, yeah. I was actually DM. I was at work too, but I would just happen to be DMing somebody I never spoke before too. They used to stream in the VB community. They definitely used to be in people's lives, chats, and support. His name was Crypto Negus,
Hmm.
and we was just chopping it up. And in real time, he's just like, "Yo, I heard they just dropped the logo." And at the same time, I think I had Informant's channel still running like in the background in the window on my phone, but I had the volume down because I'm at work, right? So I'm just like, "What is going on?" I'm like, "A Marvel logo, like for real?" So I go on the app, can't see a picture of it, but I see it there. And I hit I go in and it says sold out, but it still had remaining editions there. So I'm like, all right, let me try and play the rebound game. But I was doing that for a couple minutes. But by that time, they were popping up in the market. So I was just started playing that, and I seen it get down to like 10 gems. I was trying to get it, couldn't get it. I got in at like 15, and
Oh, that's nice. That's what's up.
yeah, I was
I
like,
didn't
you
even
know,
know it went down that low.
yeah, I was like, yo, it's at retail. Like, I can't feel because I kept trying to get it 12, 14. You know what I'm saying? I'm skipping listings, like, still. And at the same time, I had to actually load gems. That's what the problem was, too. So,
Yeah.
you know how it is. Like, when you load gems, it brings you to a page, then you like continue. Then by the
Hmm.
time you click it, they used to have it to where it
And
was reserved. You know what I'm
yo,
saying?
and then it never tells you the right amount, bro. It tells you to load gems, and then you think you loading the right amount, and then we went to buy. It's like, oh wait, psych. Now you got like 72 more cents to load.
That happened to me.
Yo.
That happened to me. I had to load another 5.
Yeah.
That was me.
Same.
That was literally me, bro. And then on top of that, I'm loading enough to where, let's say, like I had no gems and the floor is at 12 and it looks like it's going down. I put in 15. So I'm like,
Hmm.
yeah, I should be able. By the time I get back in here, the floor shouldn't be too crazy. So by the time I get in, it's at 12, right? But
Hmm.
you can't get the one to 12. You got to go try for 13, 13 and chain. I'm trying those, nothing. By the time I
Hmm.
know it, it's creeping up to 14. So I'm trying the ones There was none that was exactly 15, so I'm trying to ones because I had 15 and a little change. I'm trying
Mm-hmm.
those, nothing. I'm like, oh, for real? So then it started creeping to 17, 18. So now I'm loading another five.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I load the other five, it's at like 19, 17. You know what I'm saying? But I know I'm not going to get the 17. So I'm trying 19. Now I got only 20. So now I'm just happy to get one at 20. You know what I'm saying? At this point, because it's creeping up again. So I caught it at 20, and then it started going back down to like 17. But I knew, I was like, this could go either way, but I have a feeling it's going to go the upward way. People are going to try, because it has a mystique to it. And with it saying con exclusive, there being no information about it, it's just that buzz to where people are going to want multiples just in case, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Flip and
Yeah.
fold and whatever.
Yo, is what got me though too, right? Because obviously, everyone was like, well, was this like for like on purpose? Was this an accident? Like what was going on? And then when Vivi made the post, and then in the post they were like, oops.
Right.
yo, I was,
You're only
I was
human, right?
like, yo, no, they didn't just say oops on the post. But yeah, man, apparently I guess someone pushed the button too soon.
Yo,
But
it's very interesting, man. The first thing I noticed when I clicked in the app and into it, the first thing that stood out for some reason was con exclusive. And I'm like, wait, why would they do that?
yeah, kind of New York Comic Con ain't next till next year. Like, what's I mean, next month.
Like next month, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
almost is like, so yeah. You want to add anything, Mission?
Uh, I ended up. I was on B stream this morning, so uh, they announced it while we were on stream for the comic for the
Yeah,
Fantastic Four drop,
yeah, yeah.
and I ended up picking up a few uh, from the store
Nice.
because when I got in, it was still. I think it had just dropped. I don't think it was that many had been sold by the time we got to it. And I kind of try to keep gems in the app anyway, so
Yeah.
I was able to snipe a few.
hmm
Okay. So
Now,
where'd you hear it from though? Being that you were on the stream, it's like you almost feel cut off from the world sometimes.
B announced it. Someone dropped the info in B stream,
Awesome.
and then from there, I already was on VV app anyway, so I just found the drop and just
Right.
started buying.
I would say that's the one good thing for a lot of people that were, participating in the comic or whatever. They were already on the app. Some people.
Yeah,
hmm
So
I,
that
I
was
I
pretty
will
cool.
say,
yeah, got it, Mo.
I will say that I know obviously this was a hit was a mess up, but I mean, it was cool to kind of like have something pop up out the blue that
Right.
you're not expecting it. And like, I mean, Vivi used to do that, especially with the SRs, right?
Yep.
During Comic Con time and stuff like that. But it made me think, I'm like, yo, like, would it be cool if they kind of like brought that back again? Like just sporadically, like,
Yeah.
had just
Yes and no.
surprise drops.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
'Cause I'll tell you what. I'll tell you
uh,
what. When you just reference secret rares only being associated with Comic Cons,
hmm
that either tells me in a way you've been on. I could have a time frame that I know you've been on the app and haven't been on the app just by saying that. You wanna know why?
um,
Because
why?
what secret rare originally meant in regard to Vivi
hmm
was that it was dropped secretly. It was
Yeah.
part of the secret
Yeah.
drop,
Yep.
right? Which yes, we could say was part of Comic Con, but this started long before they even attended a Comic Con.
Well, it started with the Tokyo, the Tokyo, the Toy Tokyo thing with
There you
the
go.
golden Moogly. But yeah,
And
just having something, unsuspected, you know.
but the
But
problem I always felt with that
mhm.
goes back to what that comment you said a little while ago of the group you was in. And it felt always that there was a group of people that knew versus me just randomly going about my day and then being like, what? There was what? I just go on the app and then it's just something in the store I never seen before, the mark.
What I will say though, what I will say is in just the experience of that, I always found out through spaces.
Right.
through space. And even today, right? Like people that were like, I don't know the timing of it. I don't know if the chat was talking about it because I wasn't in spaces at that point. But I do know that the people that were in spaces also knew about it too,
Right.
and were able to get onto it. And that even going back then when they were doing those things, it was, you know, being tuned into spaces because, you know, that's also that's kind of like where a lot of the first that's where you're gonna get that first response, right? Unless someone's streaming in that particular moment.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I've been there early. I came into the app February 19th, 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, so like
So now
when
you
I
was there for a minute. You said for a minute.
yeah, the store was still open, like everything was in the store. Like, yeah, I was there.
Bro, when I got on the app,
hmm
when you hit market, it said
Oh, it was
currently
still it was being
available from
fixed. Yeah, I
store.
remember that. Yeah, under
And then
maintenance.
and it was like that for like a month. So I
hmm
couldn't tell if maybe there was never a market and it was just being developed or what. And then basically the only drops that had been on the app were like the Todd McFarlane and all those, Ultraman. That was pretty much, and like maybe the Powerpuff Girls, certain stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The Donnie or whatever. But Spider Man, nope, I was
yeah,
there.
none of that was there.
I was
Yeah,
DeLorean there for that. I think DeLorean was the first one, or the boards,
DeLorean.
whatever. Was it skateboards first?
Um, what you talking about when the market opened back up?
I'm not. Yeah, like
It
I
was the
forget.
DeLoreans before the skateboard.
Right, and then the
Yeah,
Yeah.
actual what the car drop was after that one.
You talking about the DeLorean? The DeLorean dropped before the skateboard.
Yeah, the first
yeah. Let
drop
me
I
see.
ever
Yeah.
participated in was the DeLorean one,
Okay.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that
my
was mad glitchy. That was crazy.
it was my first. Okay, so my first drop that I did was the Nightwing drop, but I didn't get it because it was mad glitchy. So
Wow,
the first drop that I actually got was Ultraman.
wow,
But that wasn't my first collectible because when I like I said, I bought something from the store first, and I kicked myself because I was just like, yo, like I could have bought something better, but at the
yeah,
time I didn't know what any of this was, so like I bought like an Amanda Connor Batman off the store, and then that was my first one, and then the Nightwing drop happened, I didn't get it, and then
wow,
Ultraman happened, and I got that.
wow. Yeah, you was definitely here right before I got here. Um, when I got there, basically the only way for you to get a VVNFT was to try and do a deal with somebody off app that you didn't know, and then sending them
hmm
money, hoping they could
Yeah,
convert it. That was me. I paid like
they had the
300.
escrows and everything.
Yeah, I paid like 300 for two of them. Yep.
Mm.
But nah, it wasn't even, bro. People were selling them through eBay, bro. It wasn't no escrows.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. I remember
eBay,
that too. But that was
Macari,
oh yeah, I was always
Twitter.
like skeptical. I was like,
Yeah, but it was word of mouth too, because that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
When you talk about like running in circles, or you know what I'm saying, I was just finding people in the community, and then off of that, I
just
was finding
connecting.
people that was in the same boat as me, and they just had bought something from someone, so they were
hmm
validating that. You know what I'm saying, and they would be like, "Oh, he had four things, and I bought two of them, so he still has this, and this is the price." You know what I'm saying, and I know they already
hmm
gave him a price, so I could go off of that or try and go on eBay and see what people were selling it for and go from there. But yeah, if I didn't have like point of reference, I would have definitely not did anything with anybody. I just got
Yeah.
lucky. That was the Wild Wild West, bro. That was wild, bro. I know people that made mad bread like around that time. Crypto Pro is
hmm
definitely one of them.
mm
You know, because he was stacking all that those original stuff. He was stacking all of it. He was going for multiples on the drop, and I don't know, the way he said it was like there was no market yet. So I don't know like at what point the market officially opened, but I know I was on the app, had a profile, and was just sitting there for week after week. I was like, yo, there's no way I could buy anything unless it's with somebody off this like off app
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
in a minute.
I
Yeah.
think
It
the
felt like.
market came around March.
March. Yeah.
End of February, beginning of March is
Mm-hmm.
when the market kind of came to fruition. Because before then, I kind of had an account, at first when way before when Todd first dropped and lost access to it, and I had to build another one. So
Oh,
I kind of went off of it for a minute because I was so involved in crypto,
okay.
and then I came back to it. I don't know if y'all know J Kill XRP.
Oh, that's my homie for sure.
Yeah. So me and him used to be on another stream all the time. So him and his wife would be in the stream with us. And he mentioned Vivi again. And this was during the Todd drop. And I was like, I was like, man, I gotta get back on Vivi. So I created another account. And this was around June of 2001 is when I went back in there. And I tried to buy like everything. Todd's had just sold out on in the store, but they were still cheap on the market. This is before they started to rise. So I started trying to pick up as many as those. Silicon Secure. He was uh, he was preaching, rest in peace. He was preaching about Todd all the time, just pushing it. So I just started buying along with those guys and kind of stacking up Todds at that time.
How
But
much were they
yeah,
on
it
the
was
market?
a hmm.
How much were they on the market?
When I first saw Todds, they was like 80, 80 something, probably like 89 around that time. 89, 90, somewhere around there. They were still fairly decent. And I could say after probably like July, August, they just started to skyrocket. They went from 100 and some all the way up to like
Yep.
400 or 500.
Yeah.
And I had already copped enough of them in my bag. So I was like just sitting there waiting with the rest of everybody. But then the market got crazy. At that time, I had like 15 other people, 15, 20 people helping me. I would fund all their accounts, right? And from then, we would just sit and participate in drops, all of us.
Mm,
And you could still send the collectibles across. You could still send gems across. But I didn't buy any bad gems. I made sure I never
yeah.
participated in the
Yeah.
bad stuff. So
Mm,
I tried to keep it legit because I know this was going to be my account.
yeah.
But I would get all of the collectibles sent. And I thought VV was going to flag my account for that. But I didn't think that was, at that time, it was allowed, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
that's dope, man. Mission, are you on this wheel, right? Yeah, I think I remember putting your name on here. Let me just check again.
So what's your favorite collectible in the app, Doc?
Um, with all things that are made well, I don't have a favorite, but I kind of tend to lean on the newest last thing I remember being blown away by. Um, Mission, did you leave a comment under my last video?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Under the stacking and slacking one?
Yep.
No, I didn't. I wasn't here. I wasn't around at that time.
All right. So,
But yeah, I missed that. I missed that whole stream, man.
no, it wasn't a stream. This is my first stream. It's just my last episode. If you go on my playlist,
Hmm.
um, you'll see it there under videos, and it's Fantastic Four '94. So
Okay.
leave a comment Vivi with a heart so you could get entered into the giveaway that Vivi is sponsoring. And shout out to Vivi for that. Definitely appreciate them.
You know I'm on the sale though. I gotta switch streams.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know what happened to my computer, man. I don't know why it was an echo. I think
Yeah. Weird.
it was those headphones for some reason.
Oh wait. See? He got it. Osmond knows. Cat's out the
What?
bag. He said
Iron
Iron
Man?
is fave.
Yeah,
I'm
Iron Man is
saying
a
it's
tough
too
one.
it's
Iron Man
too
is a tough one.
shiny. It's too shiny and too animated and
You don't like it?
his hands have flames. How can't you? That's my favorite.
Oh, got you.
He
Got
you
you.
could put him in the air and then push his hand and it still shoots. And you can put him on the ground and it shoots. It's the different poses. That's too much of what, like, that's my money's worth right there. That's giving me my money's worth. That feels like an interactive collectible. You can't
Yeah.
write interactive, and all it is seeing the shell of an egg disappear and reappear over a damn kitten head. That's not interactive. But
Mhm.
then the Marvel logo glows and then don't glow, and you don't put interactive on that. That's
Yeah.
going on. I'm confused. I didn't even expect it to do that. I thought my eyes was going bad. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wait, did this thing just glow? Like it did.
My favorite is Deadpool, man. But I hate the fact that they put the Christmas sweater.
The sweater,
Like
man.
I'm like, why y'all mess them up like that? I wish they would have had a cooler one. But I still think I own quite a few Deadpools, but they are that's my favorite. That's my favorite character, hands
Yo,
down. What's
does it
that?
still come off when you put them in the snow globe?
Oh, I think they said they fixed it
They
though.
They
fixed
fixed
that?
it. They
Ah,
fixed it.
dang.
They fixed it. Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's like my favorite collectible, man.
Mm.
Um, this is weird.
I think my favorite thing isn't really a collectible. Um, it's one of the variant comics.
Hmm.
Trying to find out which one it is. I mean, I know which one it is, like off the cover, but I don't know which. I'm trying to figure out which book it is. Hold on, give me 1 second. Unless you guys know, do you know the
We're
book that's
talking
the
about
first
Deadpool,
appearance?
right?
Nah,
You
nah.
talking about Deadpool? Oh.
No, no,
Wait, you
no, no,
was
no, no.
before a second
He
ago.
was, he
This
was.
is
Yeah,
just
Mission
Yeah, I
was, Mission
was.
was.
Yeah.
okay, my bad. Got emoji.
Yeah. So my favorite is actually one of the comics, and it's one of the exclusive variant covers. Hold on, let me look and see which one that is. Of Here we go. It's Miss Marvel number 16, I believe it is. Let me just verify that real quick. And the reason why that's the one with the first appearance of Mystique,
Mm.
and the reason why I say that's probably my favorite right now is because that is the first. Here it is. Let me just double check.
Nah,
Yeah, there we go.
fill me in, Big A. Let me know.
So that is the first variant cover that Nicoletta Balderi did. And like ever since I first started seeing her art, I just like kind of like just fell in love. So that was the first thing that I was like, yo, this is different. I really like this. So yes, it's for me it's probably that, the Miss Marvel 16, and then since then I've just been like collecting her work.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool. Now, when it comes to comics, my favorite comic is always going to be MC1. Yeah, that's the first comic on the app, and I got a secret rare when I went for it. I got the
Nice.
secret rare cover when I went for it. So I was stoked about that to get the secret rare, and then because I had so many people helping me during this time, um, I actually ended up landing two secret rares, an ultra rare, uh, tons of commons. I think it was like 8 or 9 commons. So I ended up with like 15 comics during that drop.
Mm.
Um, yeah, because I
So
had
you went
like
for it
everyone.
how many
Hmm?
times? How many times did you
Huh?
go for it?
So I went for it. I forget how many times I went for it, like three. I think I had like 3 tries, but I had everyone that I had my little group
Right,
of people
right,
helping me also. So I would be like, here go 100 for you, 100 for you, 100 for you. Just fund their accounts.
right.
And then everyone would just go until they couldn't go no more. Yeah.
That's
So it was pretty cool because it was so hectic, man. And I
yeah,
didn't want to play the bot game. So, we was just,
yeah.
I had human bots.
You
I
lucky.
didn't have,
You
you
lucky.
know what I'm saying, back then.
Believe
But
everything goes a long way, boy. Real
yeah,
quick, real quick. We got VV
uh,
Digital Collectibles in the house. Just want to say what's up. Thanks again for your fantastic Stackin the Slackin video. Good luck to everyone on the giveaway. Yes, indeed. I think we're gonna do the giveaway. Let's do 9:50, so 4 more minutes.
I I
Anybody
need
have to comment yet?
I need to I'll still be here, but I'm gonna jump over to your platform so I can find the stream, right?
Okay, but
What you said was it?
All Things
What?
Strange right here on
Uh,
YouTube,
okay.
and it's gonna
No,
be
the video.
videos. It's gonna be Fantastic Four number 94.
Fantastic Four number 94. All right, I'll be back in a minute.
I bet. What's up, man? Osman collects. Now, fungible, wonderful. Poppy, what's good? What's good? I said, do it now. Wow, Manus in the house said, let's go. I mentioned 3 logos and bought 3 under/at retail. Oh, man. So that's who was buying them up before I could get them, man. Because at 15, I was trying to grab them. I got lucky. I got one at 15. But anything lower than that, man, I was just dead in the water, man. I was trying. No luck. No luck, man. Appreciate all you guys coming through. We're going to spin this wheel in 3 minutes. Got mission. Leaving a comment under my last video. Getting on the wheel. Add him up. Let's see.
I should be good to go. I just
So crazy story, right? I went for that comics one drop, right? And first of all, like an idiot, I only went for one, maybe 2. I think I went for 2. But then, like in hindsight, even knowing that right after the drop, they were only like 2 gems,
$3. Yeah.
right? Even knowing that,
Yeah.
that's the one drop that I wouldn't mind going $6.99, $6.99, $6.99. I wouldn't have mind. And I mean, the buy button just was not going away. I mean, it was so many, right? So, I had a friend, you know, I guess you could call him a whale. He's one of those people, man. Especially back then, you know, you're talking Top Shot, BB, everything new that would pop up. This dude would have enough money to like go for a couple, and he would always get the rarest, illest stuff, bro. And this dude didn't even need money, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting over here like, yo, I'm gonna just go for one, fam. That's it for me, hoping I get something, right? So of course, here's the secret rare, right? So you remember how it was in the beginning, no one really gave this stuff looks and value. So I think the secret rares, maybe we're going for like 100 or 200, right? Or something like that. The floors, they were pretty low in the very beginning.
On MC1, I think when it first hit, it was up there. Because you gotta think MC1 came out when there was chaos. That was I want to it was kind of chaotic in the app during that time. So I think MC1 when it first came out, it hit the market at about 700.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So what was funny was this is before the Disney thing got announced, right? So I remember comics was still, you know, this is around like maybe when I think it was the Fantastic Four drop. It was after Amazing Spider-Man because that was second, right? So the third one, I think. By then, we were just like playing around because we did come across a couple collectibles that had like high listing numbers. You know, people listing stuff 30K and weird numbers. We're like, why? We're like, who's gonna buy that, right? So we're just laughing at it. So I was like, yo, your secret rare. I was like, it ain't unfathomable. Like the number it is on the app. It's just under collect. I was like listed at like 25K just to do it. So he did it. So then like right after the golden moments got announced. It was before the drop happened though. It was when they got announced. I woke up one morning, I went into our little group chat on Twitter, and he put in there, he's like, yo, everybody send me your transfer code or whatever, and he was like, pick out a collectible or whatever you want for 100 gems. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, yo, the comic sold overnight. I'm like, get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
20,000, bro. Are you serious? Dead serious, bro.
Hey, that comic went up to $75,000, man.
Bro.
That was the last. That was the last listing. At that time, it was 75K for MC1. Everything was crazy. You got to think Rizzo was up there. Superman, I think, was at like 8 grand. Man, the market just was crazy back then. Waltz was like 40,000. For Walt, it was a crazy time in the market back then, man. Good times though, to make money.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, it was good money in the market back then.
Yeah, man. I know somebody that put their kid in college for a year with that money.
Yeah, it was definitely good money, man. And before then, I just stuff was so cheap right before everything went up that I was just trying to get as much, especially when MC1 and Spider-Man and Fantastic Four came out. When all those comics came out and people was dropping them on the market for $2-3, I was trying to get as many as I could. I was like, what is wrong with people? And then you had the Common selling for like $120, and yeah, it was good times.
Yep.
Yeah. And then came the great. It's no more. It's gone. So I don't know if it'll come back. I got hope that the market will heat back up again.
Okay.
But
So real quick, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Look who we got. The biggest bro.
My peoples.
What's up, brother? What's up,
bro? What's good?
Hell yeah. It's just a beautiful day, surprise stay drop, I love it. I love the energy. I mean, where else are you going to buy something? We don't even know what it was. And we're just like, you better buy it. It says Marvel logo. I have no idea what it is. There's no image, but I'm going to buy the hell out of it. It sells it out. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful day.
Yo, I went in BE's chat and I was like, because I just bought one myself, right? And I was like, I said it. I was like, so we're buying stuff that we don't know what we're buying. That's what we're doing now.
Man,
Hey man, I don't think we cared at that point. Like as soon as I found out that the drop was there, I looked at it, I was like, it ain't no picture. I did not care. I just was buying it because it was a secret drop. I was like, it's not a secret rare, but it may be worth something. But
look, man, this is the Marvel logo. This was not supposed to come out. This came out a month in advance. It had a Comic-Con exclusive tag on it. So you know me. I wasn't even planning on buying anything. I've set my phaser to stun a long time ago. And I was like, I'm not going to buy. You know what I mean? But then I would just chill and be like I always chill in the live stream. And then somebody starts saying logos for $15.
Yeah.
Like, 15? I can lose 15. Like,
right.
15 not nothing.
Right.
And then it was like, there's only 1963 of them or 36 of them. I was like, And I know this disrespect is going to come. Just
right.
Just, they don't care. And then sure enough, $10 logos. Bye.
I seen you. And then you pop back up in the 30s. I said, biggest bro, got him.
And I bought them at 10. I bought 5 of them at 10. Start like 22, 25, 26, 29. Sold. Right when I was at work, I get off work. Look at my pocket. It's a beautiful day. And then people are still arguing. It's crazy. It's crazy in these streets.
It's crazy. BB streets is crazy. What's up, Bishop?
Yeah, I didn't. I went to the market. I think I picked up like 4 from the market. But man, when I saw it on the actual stream, as soon as I saw the number, I was like, man, it's kind of a lot, but it's a con exclusive. I was like, yeah, I better not play around. So I was like, you know what? So I ended up I picked quite a few up from the store. and then I picked up quite a few more from the marketplaces.
Yeah, I got 2 from the store because then I started like, okay, like it was like, okay, there's like 500 left. I was like, oh, this mug's actually gonna sell out. All right, let me shoot one more time to get my try to get my mint game. Of course,
Mhm.
never hits, never hits.
Oh
But it's
yeah.
okay. I was like, this is going above because nobody in the
Yes.
team said nothing. I was
Yeah.
like,
Right.
this was a mistake. And then somebody in the chat, shout out to BE and Big A,
Right.
somebody in the
Yeah,
chat was
big
like,
A.
this was a month early because this is supposed to be the drop a month before. And I was like, it sure is $10, $10, $10, $10.
Yo, you're the
I
reason I couldn't get him. I was seeing him and I couldn't get him.
Every time, yeah.
I was trying them at 12, no. 13, no. Load more gems. Oh, I lost it. Try again. Oh, no. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn.
and
But
that's
I
the
got it
thing,
at
man.
15,
Like,
and I'm happy about that. And I'm
we
happy
all,
that it, it glows a little yellow than the
yeah,
white. I
it's
like
sweet.
that, man. You could do some
Look,
things in the
we
showroom.
all been in here too long. We all need to have a strategy where we're still happy after we're done. If
Mm,
you are here and you're not happy, man, what you doing? And
mm,
don't get
yeah.
mad at me because I'm having fun because I'm
right,
chilling. Like, oh, but you're not thinking about all the scandals and all the stuff. Like, I
right,
know all about it. I know
right,
more than y'all.
right.
It don't matter to me. That's
Well,
not why I'm here.
exactly.
Hey, at the end of the day, man, we having fun. If we doing what we like, who cares about? People
You
gonna say
know
what
what
they
I
want to say,
mean?
but nobody
You know
cares
what I
about
mean?
that, man.
Exactly.
All
It's a
right, we
beautiful
just
time.
here enjoying this moment. Good people, good times. Those who make money make money. Those who lose money, I hope no one is losing too much money in this market.
I hope it's not.
But
It better be your play money. It better be your
yeah,
social scratching money. It better not be the rent
exactly,
money. What you
exactly.
doing? What you doing?
But like I tell everybody, man, I'm here for a I'm here for the long term. I'm
Right.
here for the finish line to see where we go from here. So I'm not too worried about this moment in time. Maybe 5, 10 years from now, I'll probably look at it and re-strategize a bit. But right now, I'm just collecting, man. I'm
Yeah.
almost I'm almost at I think I'm be at level 94 here soon.
Let's
Oh,
So yeah,
cool.
I'm
go.
I'm
Nice,
I'm not
nice.
that far away from 100. So you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's
I'm
coming.
I'm
It's
I'm
coming.
pushing. It's coming. So
Man.
that day I'm gonna celebrate. I'm pop some champagne virtually for all y'all. But hopefully we'll be at Decon.
Yes,
If y'all
sir.
coming out to Decon, I already got all my ticket, my hotel, flight, everything is taken care of. So
And
Okay.
so
that's
you
the
know.
beauty, man. That's the beauty of this space. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I look. I learned some hard lessons on this app. Let me tell you, I learned some hard ones. Like,
Mhm.
I saw the Elsa, and I was like, "Ooh, I got it for 200," and I watched it go all the way to 4K, and I was stunning on motherfuckers. I was like, "Ooh, look at my Elsa! Look at her! 4,000." I was showing people like, "Look, you dumb. You should have done this."
Yeah.
Like, I did that 500x my money. But I watched it come all the way back down.
Right. It's so
I
Hey,
watched
crazy.
it come all the way back down. But that's
hey,
okay. That's okay.
hey, biggest bro, I was just telling them I saw MC1 go up all the way to 75,000.
Hmm.
And
You hit the
yeah,
bar right there.
I didn't sell.
Mm.
I'm not even joking. I did not sell it. And
Wow.
and I didn't sell one of them. I just was like, you know what? Yeah, that was probably the one I kicked myself in
Right.
the
Right.
butt. But I bought it at $6. So
Right.
I'm just like, I got them at 6. So am I really at a loss? I'm
Exactly.
not. But I
Nah.
still kick myself in the butt for
Realized
not.
game.
But yeah, you know what
Listen,
I'm saying?
Realized
no
game.
matter what anybody says, no matter what happens, man, the people that I have met here, the talent that I have seen through this community, it is non-fungible
Speaking of,
wonderful.
right?
Speaking of, I mean,
Uh-huh.
like the minds we have here, the artists that we have here, the builders, the wordsmiths, the music people. We have emoji
Emoji.
here. Emoji,
Right? Yeah, it's at the same
amazing,
time. Yeah.
Appreciate
amazing.
that,
Like,
bro.
you know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
Like why why be mad? Why be mad? Look at all the people I like.
It's worth
Bro,
everything.
it's worth it. It's worth it. I got people in Hawaii, like that's like Hanano and D, that's like my brother and sister now. Like, that's some facts. Like Arcade, that's my bro. Like it's wild. Like y'all, Doc, you my guy. Mission, you already know. Like y'all know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I
can't even picture life without tapping in with, you know what I'm saying, y'all at some point. Like it
is just wild to me that these people are just really beefing over it. It's wild.
Like,
it's funny where like I'm on like VV Chill Street and I like look over and I read the newspaper on the block like, ooh, it's bad over there in Funtown. Oh god. They shooting in the streets.
hey, they be letting out them big Scud missiles in Town. I'll be like, not again. I wake up, I'll be like, man, I ain't even had coffee, and then all I see is just chaos. I'll be like, man, let me go do something else. I ain't trying to beat that.
It's crazy, bro. But that's what I'm saying. I read the newspaper and like, dang, that's crazy. Let me just go back to my YouTube chats where it's safe, you know.
But you know, man, since I've been here, because you know, it's just been such a great moment, man. It's just meeting everyone in the space as a whole. Like Emoji, I don't think I had the pleasure of communicating with you or conversing with you in the past.
Yeah, this is my first time, bro. It's nice meeting you, man.
But nice to meet you, man. I meant to say that earlier, but you know, you was politicking with Doc. So hey man, it's nice to meet you. I'm Mission, by the way. And
likewise, bro. Like,
you know, I'm just a man in the community that's collecting whatever. I don't know what I'm collecting, but I hope it's worth something in the future, right?
I feel you, bro.
You know, like man, it's good to meet good people. Are you coming to DCon?
I'm not gonna come to DCon, but I'll be at the New York Comic Con parties. When is DCon?
In November.
In November. Okay, yeah, and that's out west, right? That's out.
Yeah, it's in Vegas.
Vegas. Okay, yeah, I'm on the East Coast. So I pretty much stick to like East Coast events. But yeah, I'll be at New York Comic Con. If you ever come out to New York Comic Con, you know, we'll link up at the parties and stuff like that, or just chill. So, yeah, man, pleasure meeting you, bro. And congrats on the 94, bro. That's a huge accomplishment, man.
Thanks. I'm trying to move up, man. Trying.
It's no joke.
So what advice would you give to people as far as like trends you may have noticed along the way at this point, as far as, okay, if I do this and I buy this, I see this type of result, like buying sets versus maybe secret rare comics or different uncommons, or you know what I'm saying? Is there any method to your madness trying to do it?
So my method, man, is I basically collect what I like. You know what I'm saying? I don't really follow all the trends and stuff. Like Batman number 89. Yeah, that's I probably have damn near all of those right now. So that's like a huge thing in my collection. But for the most part, man, I just collect what I like and I enjoy what I collect. I'm not so big on mints. If I get a low mint, that's cool. I think right now I have 200 and I think I got like 264 sets somewhere around there right now. So I just collect the things I like, man. You know, I don't follow any real trend, or there's no method really to my madness. If I see, in my mind, if I see potential in it for future games, then I kind of buy it.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
So,
you know? So
with having 256 sets though, but at the same time you're trying to collect just what you like, but then at the same time you are collecting based on thinking about and taking into consideration what other people like and may like even later, because I understand where you're coming from. And I like to invest or buy things like that because it's easier for me to part ways with them when it's time to sell. versus only having a bunch of stuff I like and I know everyone else likes. And then when it blows up, it's like, damn, I wish I had 3 of those, 2 of those, I only got 1. So you got that whole element. So for you, is it that the sets are like, meaning, do you have multiple full sets of something? Like, let's say a bunch of Tokidokis, you got multiple sets of the same ones, or would I find in your collection like one-off sets being a thing? You know what I'm
I,
trying
I,
to say?
I have multiple sets of certain things, as like, say for instance, there's a few things that I have multiple sets of. Like the first black and white Batman set with Rizzo Todd. I think I had like 3 of those sets completed. But I do have one-off sets too of just certain things, like just say the Little Mermaid or something like that. I may collect that, not per se because it's something that I necessarily like. It's something that I say, okay, is there a potential that right now this may not be appealing, but when the masses and this thing get marketed the way that I think it's going to be marketed, will these sets become appealing to, like, the kids, that come in here? So I look at it from that aspect and that angle, because you can only have so many low mints, right?
Right.
So there will be certain people who will come in searching for low mints and certain things, but for the most part, some of this stuff is just going to be uh, just a pleasure to have it because it's limited, right? Everyone can't get one of everything. It's not millions of just one thing, right? Um, so I just think, looking at it from that aspect,
Mm-hmm.
just take Todd for instance. It's a limited number of Todds. So when people come in here, if you want a Todd, you're going to pay just for the Todd. It's not going to matter really about a mint number. The flex is going to be, I have a Todd and you don't.
Right.
So that's how I look at it.
Right. That's a fact.
I think a really interesting thing that I'm not sure a lot of people are thinking about, but where my mind is at, is these old sets and these items that look good,
Mhm.
because a lot of these things are lost in wallets that will never be recovered
Exactly.
again.
Exactly.
And if Vivi really deactivate the wallets, these dormant wallets, these wallets that the bots were using and stuff like that,
Right.
and we start getting an accurate count of some of these collectibles, it's gonna look scary out there. Like
Mm-hmm.
if it does pop off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I'm definitely with you on that. Like Todd's, I'm just a big believer in the golden moments. That's what got me in here.
Oh yeah.
Disney, and it says first NFT collection. To me, it doesn't matter what anything else says. It's their first Disney NFT collection, and that Elsa, those things, they're spectacular. With or
Mm-hmm.
without the Viviverse, those things are gorgeous, detailed. Even Wally looked crazy on
I
that.
love it.
The
Yeah.
laser truck looked crazy on that.
Man.
Like these things look crazy.
Yeah.
So it's just that's what you have to do. You have to buy the things that you think are going to be appealing, just like Mission said, or you buy things that you like and you do a little both. Like today, that Marvel logo, my thought is $15, a Marvel logo, I'm gonna cop it.
Right.
It is what it is. I like Marvel logos, and I sat there and I'm telling you, we all did the same thing. Maybe not all of us, but I'm watching the
Blind to
video,
the fact,
and
big
I'm like,
bro. Blind to the fact.
and I'm like, oh, this silly comic. I don't want this comic, but I'm just here, and it's Marvel logo. There's
Right.
no image found. Am I really about to do this? And I did it, and I put more, and I did it again, and I looked at myself like, I thought the FOMO was gone. I thought I had it under control. I got look at all of us just yeah.
Yep.
That's
Hey,
for
biggest bro.
me.
I was like, man, I know I'm not gonna sit here. And B was putting batteries in our backs too, just from listening to him in the stream. Sometimes he kind of pisses me off because he makes me do things that I don't want to do. Sometimes he'd be like, I'm gonna buy another one, not financial advice. I'd be like, ah, man, I know I probably shouldn't buy something with no picture, but but if he's doing it, I'm gonna do it. Fuck it, you know.
That's the beauty of
So
doing live stream with other people. Just like when
Yeah.
OG Boat used to do it. I used to call it live FOMO. We were about to watch it happen. And
Yeah.
sure enough, he get everybody to do it like, why am I going for a rebound on this stupid thing?
Right.
What am I doing?
Right.
and
It's fun.
and we just blindly bought something, and it turned out to be an awesome collectible too, though.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. It's
so
fun.
I'm not mad at all. And plus, it did well in the market. It's still doing well in the market. So
It's
that's a good
doubled up. It's doubled up, man.
right.
So
Uh,
So I was happy to spend what I spent on it. So I'm not complaining about it anymore. You know.
it just, but and it's a gift and a curse, right? Like people like us, we in these VV streets, right? Like there's some people,
Yeah.
especially on the other side of the pond. You know what I mean? They're sleeping. They're not really in it.
yeah.
People at work, they're really not thinking about it. But like that's the thing, man. Like same thing when they did the Comic Con, the like secret comic drops. Like if you wasn't in the spaces, if you wasn't in the YouTube lives, you missed out, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's just we're diehards, bro.
Yep. It's true. All right, man. It's 10:12 real quick. 'Cause I'm tired of seeing the damn wheel on the screen. I want to be on the other stuff that we talking about. You know what I'm saying? We got everybody here on the list. Pretty nice, long, extensive one here. So I think it's time to spin the wheel, man. I'm gonna shuffle it. We're gonna get it going. Y'all ready?
Ready.
Let's
Yes,
go.
sir.
Yup.
Let's spin that
That
wheel.
wheel.
Uh,
Biggest bro, I like that. I like that saying, man. That catchphrase is amazing.
Let's go. Who's gonna get
uh,
it?
What's a lot?
Yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's what's up, man. So,
Shout
Sir
out to you.
Thrift a lot. I don't know. You got to find me on Twitter and shoot me a DM or my collectibles. Shoot him a DM. Let him know you won the giveaway for Fantastic Four '94, and get you hooked up, man. Congratulations. You know.
Let's go. Congrats, man.
So yeah, man. Let me yeah, get us back on screen here, a little shump. Um, word, man. Yeah, biggest bro out here influencing people. You know what I'm saying? Not financial advice,
Not
but
financial advice. I would have bought. My advice: buy Marvel logos at $10. That's my
right,
advice.
right.
Buy things at ridiculous. Let the disrespectful people go, and that's why yum. Same thing with Cryptoys. All you people that was dropping for 4 gems, yum. I was sat there and ate them all, and now
Mm.
look at them,
Hey, hey,
$7, $8.
Right.
big,
I'm like,
biggest bro,
I watched.
biggest bro. I used to see your name so much. Well, you know what I was buying, but I used to know you was buying all the $4 ones. Remember, we had a conversation about it too. You was
Yeah.
like, stay
You used to
away
give me
from
my
my $4 and
Vegas.
$5.
You
I
Yeah.
give
heard
me my Vegas,
that.
Doc.
It was
I'll,
Aaron.
I'll leave you the
Yeah.
tickets. You give me the
Yeah.
Vegas.
Hey man, I'm probably gonna, man. That's all I go for is the golden tickets and the Sith Dog Vader's.
Yeah, man. I mean,
So
look,
so yeah,
if you
those are
want to
my
drop it
thing.
for $4 and you pay 40, peace be with you, brother.
Mm,
Right,
Peace
right.
be with you.
So I have yet to really play the market, man. So are you guys doing the whole? Where are you getting it from? The DTE?
Yeah, I was mainly DTE.
So I'm
I
trying to
have
understand, like, how does that work? Because let's say somebody transfers one to your account, right?
okay. I
Like
got you.
a unwrapped one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, Basically, when you go back into your regular Cryptoys account, it's shown in there as unwrapped.
So
Yeah,
basically, yeah. So basically, what you're gonna do is transfer to your DTE, right? And then what you're gonna do is when you go into your DTE, that wallet, you're gonna transfer it to your backpack if you want it on the Cryptoys website or app.
Mm,
And then
okay.
so basically, why they created two markets, which is really good, is to keep the crypto side crypto and then have their token side just that. So you can't sell. You can sell your tokens, but you only can buy tokens with a credit card. If you want to
Right.
cash out, you cash out through the DTE and USDC. So it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. That's ultimately where I think Vivi's going to go with the Stacker app and how they're going to interject Omi into it.
Mhm.
I just don't really know the tokenomics behind that.
Right. Right.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a really easy process. It's really cool. I get to transfer whatever I want. It's
Mm.
really easy to run giveaways like that. You just go boom, there you go.
Yeah.
Transfer
Yeah.
in your wallet, bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm
And
gonna start doing that, man. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's encouraging to see that Vivi's out here transferring items now. So
Yeah.
maybe there will be a time where under I guess different regulation we'll be able to transfer to each other. So that would be cool, especially for
Mhm.
giveaways and stuff. Because that's where a
Exactly.
lot of the Vivi community. That's a little bit what we're missing was just
Right.
how generous the community is with each other. You know what I mean? We get to
That's
see it
true.
with the Go logos, like MC1's giving away Go logos to different people who
Yeah.
we think deserve, which is
Yeah.
awesome. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But not everybody got a VV logo to give away,
Right.
and nothing was better to onboarding people than to give somebody a comic, give
Yep.
somebody a Spider-Man. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like nothing better than that. And then like, look, you can
Mhm.
take pictures with it, blah blah blah, done.
That's
Same,
fact, man.
that's literally what I was doing on Cryptoids. Anytime I was talking about Cryptoids on Twitter, somebody talked smack, I was like, "Hey man, what if I just transfer you a Vader, and then when it does pop off, you can be with us. It's all good."
Yeah.
All
Right.
right, man, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
But
there it
but
is. It's done.
but but when VV when they allowed transfers back in the day, um, that's what I did. I would get on like my socials and be like, hey, go here, create an account, and I'll send you some. Just send me your QR code or your wallet, and I would send them like a comic or collectible. Like I was sending Electra. I know some people like Electra. Where's Fro coming? So, so I know I would send them like a Electra or just anything that I could back then
Yeah.
that we could transfer off app. That was kind of cheap, and I would just send it out to them and be like, hey, this is what you can do on the app. And then they took transfers away. And everybody was like, I can't transfer anymore. I was like, oops, my bad.
Yeah.
We had a question by C Spill. Does that mean no one is going to Vegas? He was
I'm
asking
in Vegas.
earlier
I'm
about
going to Vegas,
Vegas.
my guy. I'm going to
I'm
Vegas.
going to Vegas.
I'm staying at the Plaza. The Plaza, because everything's central downtown. I will be having a car so I can afford a couple people in the ride pass. I will
So,
charge
so man,
$50.
I tried to get out. They got me at I'm at the Excalibur.
All right,
Uh,
so you're gonna be one of the people I'm gonna have to come pick up, but that's gonna be all right, Bishop.
yeah,
I got you,
yeah,
man.
I'll be
I
down
got
there.
you. I got you.
I'm not. I don't know if I'm gonna get a car right now,
You shouldn't.
but
You shouldn't. Like I'm
yeah.
taking the L. I got the car. You just go
Oh,
right
you got a
ahead.
car?
I'm gonna pick you up because you far.
Okay.
You're at the other
All
end,
right.
all the way the other
Yeah.
end. But I got you, my brother. I got you.
All right. Thanks, bro.
You already know.
Thanks. Hey, Doc, you not going?
Nah, man, I'm focused on New York Comic Con, man.
Yes,
That's gonna tax
Yeah.
my pockets enough
as you
for
should, bro. We need we
yeah.
need to, we need the eyes and ears out in the streets out
Right.
there,
Do
Doc.
it again this year. I'm gonna do it
Hey,
again.
They got you at the
Doc
parties
hooked
too, right, Doc? They better get you at the parties, Doc.
Oh
Doc
yeah,
hooked me up last year, man. Thank you, man. You hooked me up big time. I appreciate you, my brother.
you're welcome, man. All day,
Yeah.
every day, man.
Much love for that. Because you didn't have to, but you did. So I appreciate you.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you all, man. Everybody. So many good people in this community, man. And Mission, you definitely looked out for me as well. So,
All
you
right,
know,
Hey, man.
brothers.
Anytime, man.
My
You know
brothers
what?
just walked in, so I'm gonna have to
okay.
go.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
Appreciate you,
Hey,
biggest bro.
peace and love to everybody. Remember, guys, lead with love. Lead with love.
Always.
Be positive for somebody because you never know, it might change their day, and see the way they react, it might change yours too. Let's go. Much love, my brothers. Let's
Hey,
go.
biggest bro, you need a hug, man. You need a big
Always,
hug.
always. Oh Yo,
big hug.
Vegas, I'm about to collect hugs. It's about to be crazy, bro. It's about to be crazy.
Hey, we gonna have a hugging fest, man.
Let's go.
Yes.
It's all love, all love.
Word. Oh man, so a couple people gonna be in Vegas. We got Osman Collects. He'll be at the Rio. Um,
Mm-hmm.
oh, see, Spell, you gonna be in the links? Okay. Of course, my brother and sister, Real Uncommon Podcast, they gonna be out there.
Dang, yo, Vegas about to be lit.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be it, man.
we
It's
got
right, man.
we got
Emoji,
the whole squad.
man. Emoji, you
Hmm?
know what we gotta do, man. We gotta turn up, man. We about to hit the stage together. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get up with BB Magic. We gotta get things
Yeah, man.
coordinated. We got the BB, no, sorry, the Akomi Omi Burn playlist. You know what I'm saying? We might be performing joints off of that playlist. Who knows what's gonna happen?
I mean, yeah, I'm down. I'm down. But and like also too, like a lot of people don't really be out in New York like that. Like, and there's so much to do, and that's one thing I tell people. I'm like, yo, like, we gotta set some stuff up. I mean, you know, the VV party's gonna be dope and everything like that. But even just for that whole weekend, like to have an experience, because in the city, like,
All right.
I mean, you know, it's an experience, especially if you from out west and you know don't really come out here like that.
Mhm.
Um, it's definitely good to make the most of it.
Yeah.
And I might try to I might see if I want to come to New York this year, man. Just plan out some stuff out there,
You
you
should,
know.
bro. Pull up, pull up.
Definitely should.
Yeah,
Definitely should.
I should definitely see what it looked like and probably make some moves. I have to get with y'all and find out where I need to how
Yeah.
I need to move out there and for momentum. You know?
Exactly. Moji, where you at? You in Jersey?
Yeah, I'm in Jersey, but I'm up north, so I'm only like 15 minutes away from the JWB.
Yeah, you was right over the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of times what I'll do is when I get tired of walking around on Comic Con, I'll
Mhm.
just hop the ferry and I'll be right back in Jersey.
Right. I
Because
think
I
we was talking last Comic Con, right? Like, was it through Discord or somewhere? I know it was like
What
a
you mean?
couple people, and we were talking about how like some people stayed in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? And they were
Oh,
like
yeah.
debating on leaving their car there or not. So
Yeah, you could park. I tell people that. I tell people because what I do is I park in Weehawken,
yeah,
which that's right by the ferry, and the ferry will drop you
yeah,
off right like literally in front of the Javits Center. So it's like pretty much front door service,
yeah,
and you know, depending on where you stay, you might get a cheaper rate if you stay in Jersey, that Weehawken, North Bergen area, and you're right by ferry. The
yeah.
only
I
thing
think we was on Discord, bro. We was in the
probably
group.
probably.
Yeah, yeah. And we were all talking about because I remember everything you saying right now
Oh
again.
yeah, with Exalt was in there. I
Yeah,
mean Exidol and yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
yeah. Yeah, we
yeah,
was in.
because
Yeah. Hmm.
I would have to know because Jersey would be cheaper if I wanted to come out there. It would be better to
Yeah,
stay in Jersey versus trying to
Mm.
live around
yeah.
the New
Between
York area.
the type of Airbnb you'll get, you know what I'm saying? What do you think?
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I always tell people Jersey, but I mean also I'm partial because I'm in Jersey, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like I would say too, if you could rent a car, like if you could rent a car, then you'll be clutch.
Hmm.
Because then you kind of have the freedom to go in, where you want. Because the thing about the ferry closes at a certain time, right?
Hmm.
So what I'll do is I'll come back, grab my car, and then just drive in for like the parties, and by that time you could find parking on in the street because you don't got to pay for it and stuff like that. So it's just a matter of finding it. But yeah, I always tend to tell people, stay in Jersey unless you get a really, really good deal in the city, but you got to search for it.
Hmm. And it's such a toss up as far as like price versus reality and quality and area and sketchiness, and so that's why
Yeah.
I would just vote for Jersey because I would tell you to come on Long Island, but you gotta basically be a good 15 minutes out from even Queens to kind of not be in a like, you know what I'm saying? You want to kind of, but just for the amount of distance and like almost of a hassle. Not that it is a hassle, but I would just perceive it being easier from Jersey because Manhattan is kind of like very close to Jersey in
Yeah.
distance,
It's
right?
right there.
Are,
Yeah,
are
it's
you in
right there.
Queens? Stop. Where you at?
No, I'm in Long Island, so I'm
Oh,
Eastern.
you're in Long.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So like
Oh,
you could get an ill Airbnb out here, be in the suburbs, the whole nine. But you want to go to the city, you either got to hop on the train and
Mm,
you're gonna drive. You know what I'm saying? Which is
yeah.
the same scenario as Jersey technically, but I feel like where you would probably get the Airbnb, you're gonna at least be a half an hour drive out. But
yeah.
Right.
again, you could take the train and it dumps you literally in Penn Station, and then from there you just need to know what train to take that gets you closer to Jacob Javits. From there, so it's technically just two train rides.
Mm,
Yeah, and the thing about Jersey too, I mean, because you could take the George Washington Bridge, George Washington Bridge, or you could take the Holland Tunnel. The tunnel is gonna bring you a little bit further down in Jersey, and depending on where it is, like, I mean, you might not want to stay in like places like Newark or any place like
Jersey City,
that.
uh,
I mean,
it's a
unless you feel
couple of places
comfortable,
I can
but
name, honestly.
yeah,
Camden, should we
well,
mention Camden?
Camden isn't close, but Camden
Right,
is probably one of the places you want to not
you
go
don't
to
want
ever.
to.
In
Yeah,
the, but but yeah, like I'd say, like if you want, some place that you feel a little bit more comfortable with, North Jersey, pretty much for the most part is, you know, all the areas and towns cities over there are pretty much chill.
I got one
Especially
of
like the Bergen County area. Hmm?
I got one of my partners, man. We was in the Marine Corps together.
right.
He lives in Jersey City still, so
Okay.
um, I can always hit him up and be like, "Hey, man, I need a place to crash."
Oh, there you go.
I'm,
Yeah, if you know someone, that's
yeah,
perfect.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So he's in Jersey City,
In
so
Jersey City, you could hit the tunnel from there too.
he'd probably drive me around and just be like, "I got you." But
Hmm.
yeah, that's my homie. So um, I probably just call him and then see what he's doing if he's gonna be in the area around that time, and then
Okay.
go from there. Yeah,
Cool. Cool.
that'd be cool though, man. It'd be cool to come to New York for a change and get to meet you guys like in person.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. You remind me of someone else I know. Like just listen to you like with your collecting and stuff like that. Crypto Khaki.
I heard of him. I
Okay.
seen him, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. You remind me of him just because he's also like like collecting style as far as like just yeah, just the way you were talking, you reminded me of.
Yeah, man. I don't know where we going from here with this collecting.
Hmm.
As far as because I kind of try to get my feet planted and everything because you never
Yeah.
know what's going to take off. Right, the space is so new, and digital collecting is something that this space is trying to grow. To see what comes after this first phase that we kind of in now. So I kind of got a love for basically everything, man. Anything that hit the radar, HO, VV, Cryptoids, McFarlane, Elmont X,
Hmm.
Disney Pinnacle. So I'm kind of like in everything, and even the not the big name IPs, even some of the independent IPs, like
Yeah, the NFT projects.
yeah, like uh Broadsiders and Eon Riff and things like that. Like I'm into those projects. Kid called Beast, just everything.
Yeah, I
So
feel you.
so it's kind of cool to just be involved and kind of got put your foot in kind of like everything. That's where I'm at with it.
Hmm.
And hopefully, we'll see what goes before we go from here.
I
Yo,
feel you. I
yo,
feel you.
Mitchin.
hmm
So I've been wanting to get into a kickball beat since I have first seen it,
hmm
but I'm really, I won't say I'm crypto deficient, but when it
hmm
comes to like anything off outside of Coinbase, it gets dicey because y'all gotta understand I'm in New York, right? So when people were
hmm
able to get their feet wet with real exchanges, I wasn't really
Oh
able.
yeah, y'all got all them barriers, bro. I
Yeah,
forget
even New
about that
Jersey was
sometimes.
better than New York. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, even
Yeah.
like if you wanted to sports bet, like the casino apps, you know what I'm saying? You got to go to Manhattan and be on the edge of Manhattan and you're good once you're in Jersey. It's like totally different. You know what I'm saying? PA or so. Um, so I've been wanting to get one like real bad, but I was like, yo, to do this, I got to get into the whole crypto and moving stuff and who knows what on wallet. Like when it comes to wallets, I get real like nervous. You know what I'm saying? So um, yeah, I want one real bad. So I'm trying to figure out like what exactly is the floor price right now, or how does it even work? Is it like because I know it's a
Well,
combination of wanting to find one that matches kind of your vibe if you can. So
well, well, we should politic outside the app, outside of this space,
all right.
and I can walk you through it, man. I can walk you through the marketplace and everything that you need to do. Do you have a MetaMask?
Yeah.
So yeah, I can walk you through everything. And like yeah, I understand the wallet, man. It gets confusing if you're not playing around with wallets all the time. I play around with MetaMask and wallets all the time. Like I got like 8 burner wallets on there because I don't connect everything to
Right.
my original wallet. But all of my wallets are connected to my ledgers, my official wallets. So my ledgers are connected to my MetaMask. So for approvals and stuff like that. So um, I just think it's more secure doing it that way. It's a little bit of a hassle, but
But
I
it's better.
think it's more secure, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So the ledgers are like the hard one, a hard drive type
The
one.
hardware wallet, yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of stops you from being able to be drained, right? Because you got to approve the transaction. It just doesn't. If you hit something, it doesn't allow it. You still have to approve it from the ledger itself. So it's just a level of security that kind of give you a sense, especially. But I normally don't connect my ledgers just to be on the safe side, even though I got things like Wallet Guard. So Wallet Guard kind of prevents you from opening up spam links,
Mm-hmm.
which is a good thing to have on your browser. Uh, just a few things, but man, we can talk outside of this, and I can walk you through it, Doc. No
All
problem.
right, I appreciate it, man. I know to give you a couple days because you got IRL real stuff going on. We'll
Yeah.
definitely hit it in the back channel. C Spill said, "How much are the New York Comic Con tickets?" I'm not sure, but
I think
it
they're
will
like
change.
70. I think they're like 70.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the ones that are sold out might be more because you got to
right.
get them off second.
Well,
Yeah.
second, right. I so far I have a ticket for one day, which is a Thursday, which is kind of weird and random. But at the same time, it's just weird because it's like oh
Thursday's
my God,
probably one of the like ones that don't sell out, so they're probably the easiest ones to get your hands on.
maybe I'm not sure because a lot of stuff happens not on the actual weekend, but then stuff does. Like it's weird. Sunday I think is the least active day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So for me, out of my last 2 years in a row experience, Thursday was popping because it felt like one of the first days Vivi was there, but I couldn't tell. But I just happened to get there early the way they were setting up, so I couldn't tell if they were there the day before, if that was the first day. But the buzz felt like it was the first day. Ron English was there. They had a whole collaboration with Marvel, so it felt like it was the first day. But I couldn't really tell. But that night, I actually the first year I was there, I had to leave because the person I was with, they kind of had to come back to LI. So I didn't get to go to Sanjay's party. I didn't even get to really meet him. I didn't even know who he was. It was so many people that I saw there, bro, that
Mm-hmm.
I met literally right after that. So like I literally saw Pro Comey like 3, 4 times. And
Mm.
after that was like, oh, that was Fro. I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? So, but there was some people I did run into and get to meet IRL too. But yeah, the main thing I would say is Thursday night is Sanjay's party, so I feel like I got a ticket for Thursday. I'll probably go in and then hit his party. But what's gonna suck is leaving, having to come back to Long Island, going to work the next day on a Friday, then taking a
Oh, you
train
got.
back.
Oh, dang. Yeah, I just take off work that whole
That's what
weekend,
I'm
bro.
thinking. I might have
Yeah.
to take the 2 days, but it's like I'm kind of in a contractual job situation, and I don't
Okay,
even
gotcha.
know how. taking off 2 days in a row will make me look, or you know what I'm saying? It's a weird.
Nah, I feel you.
So I'm just trying to like not take any days off from now all the way to then and make it like, bro, I ain't took no days off. I need to, and see how it goes. But it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But so far I got a ticket for Thursday, and I'm even thinking like, is getting a ticket for Friday the thing that would seal a deal and make me take 2 days off? Like, what do I need to
I
make me?
mean, is it still available? Is Friday still
I don't know. But
because I know Friday and Saturdays are typically the first ones to sell out.
yeah, but your boy connected. I ain't paid for my first ticket either.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
You
I
in the
got
city.
lucky,
You in the
man.
city. You know.
I got lucky, bro. I got somebody really looked out for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got
I mean,
one, and it's
yeah.
kind of like Mission would do, bro. If he had a ticket and he couldn't go, he would probably look out for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I done gave so many tickets away to like because I had San Diego Comic Con tickets. Me and one of my friends out there, we try to we were trying to go like every other year. And so last year my kid went to my place. So yeah, that's what it is. I
It's-
couldn't make it.
D is here. Hello, D.
Hey D.
You're doing well.
Hey, what's up?
She said 75 looks like Thursday and Sunday still available. Saturday and Sunday sold out. Interesting. So, unless I really look at the itinerary, maybe they're trying to do something different where they pack some good events or something going on for a Sunday too, because that's usually like just a cool down day. And maybe they got it, popping this year where people looked at what's going on first and then made their, ticket buying decisions based on that.
Did they release the schedule yet? Like, what's like the
Yeah,
program? They
yeah.
did.
And it basically just keeps updating as like new people sign on or whatever. So
I gotta
that's the
check
thing.
that
It's
out.
like it evolves, and then like a certain day, like a Sunday, might all of a sudden become hot because of some announcement. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
a couple.
Is there anything with Vivi doing anything with Marvel? Because I know that they had it with in San Diego. Like they were
No,
Thursday and Friday was their
no.
segments. Nothing.
This year,
Yeah, nothing for
for
this
what
year.
I'm hearing, Vivi is doing things big this year,
That's what I
and by
heard too, but I
themselves.
don't know what it is.
Yeah, well, just big from the perspective of like the previous 2 years, they did share a booth with Marvel, and at a couple different cons at that, and it kind of limited what they were able to do as far as interacting with the community. So
Hmm.
this year, from what I'm hearing, not only will they have their own booth, but like I heard it, the last con was at Decon. I don't know what just passed. I forget, but I heard their booth was really small, but
Hmm.
it was I think all VV for that one. But at Comic Con itself in New York, I'm hearing they're gonna have really big spot, man, and it's gonna be real accommodating for people that want to do things, take pictures. Who knows what type of stuff they might have set up, but when I went as a person that makes content but wasn't necessarily prepared for there to be a situation for me to record or make any content.
Hmm.
I went there like, whatever, and then I just happened to be there early and was sitting there talking to Dan for like 10 minutes, feeling like, all right, everything that needs to be done right now has nothing to do with him, so he's just chilling. David was buzzing around a little, but then it was like him and Ron English just chilling, and then they started roping stuff off, preparing it. So as I'm seeing them, I'm like, oh, they're really just setting up, because you can't tell if like what you're seeing is just all that is going to be or what was, So they started breaking stuff out, and so I'm like, yo, can I just get a quick interview with you? Like we're talking, and a lot of stuff you're saying right now, people will want to know. So I just turned my camera on, you know what I'm saying? I got like some footage that's more like B-roll footage because I wasn't really necessarily like recording them. I was kind of like just recording in the air and like for later reference, like so I don't forget something that was said or whatever, because we were really chopping it up. There's a lot of information real quick. So then I got the formal interview. That's on this channel. You know what I'm saying? You got to go way down. And
I think I remember that. I
yeah,
remember watching it. I believe like it
okay.
was like on the floor, right?
Yeah, on the floor.
Yeah.
The sound quality wasn't great, so I'm hoping I could at least get one of them little cheap Bluetooth mics and just stick it up to your face. You know how people be doing that. You know, I didn't have that because I wasn't prepared, and like I didn't really view myself as like that type of YouTuber or content creator. It was like I just make my little pre-recorded content. And
But
I
you
have a,
did a good job, man. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it
you
was good
killed it,
what you
bro.
did last shot. I like it. I enjoyed it, man.
I
You
appreciate
know,
that.
you gave us some eyes and ears on the inside, so it was good content.
Yeah,
I liked it.
definitely, man. I appreciate that. The thing that makes it a little difficult is like you could plan to be on the floor and stream from there and be eyes on the ground and boots on the ground, but man, they got some jammers or something going on in that building, bro. To where you, if you ain't got the Wi-Fi, you are dead in the water. Um, First year, I had to like, I just ended up politicking with some people in the comic book section that was selling comics, and I was talking to him about it. I'm like, yo, I can't live stream or nothing. And he's like, yeah, you need the Wi-Fi here. And he just gave me the password, and I was good. So that's how I was able to get a couple little things. But most of the stuff that I ended up posting was like pre-recorded because I was like, I'd rather just have it crispy and pre-recorded than looking like 8-bit graphics and it's live. You know what I'm saying? But I had a little combo of both. Last year was dope too. Didn't I had tickets to like inside the con, but it was through Cryptoys, and I had to meet up with the community manager to even get the tickets. So it was kind of like I got the tickets, but then I was lugging around so much stuff. All that stuff for you, Mission. All the stuff for different people. Bro, I was everywhere I went. Even Sanjay, you walking all these city blocks with 40 pounds on your back, and then another bag 30, 40 pounds. That's all weighing down after you walking mad blocks. And even once I'm in the con, you're like, oh great, I'm here, but I got all this stuff. Uh and the con is huge. Jacob Javits is huge. So you're trying to like really know where you gotta go. You're like, yo, we ain't trying to make no mistakes walking around here. Where we gotta go? You know what I'm saying? So I was with Steph from Cryptoys, and I was kind of sort of like not on her itinerary, but stuff she kind of wanted to see was along the way of Veve anyway. So we stopped by like V Friends and got to meet the people on that team and stuff like that. And then it was like by the time I got to the Veve booth, I wanted to get more stuff, but I literally all my hands was full. Like it was just I was already just stocked up. You know what I'm saying? It was buzzing a little bit. It wasn't too crazy at that point, but I did get to run into Sanjay and finally meet him and make sure it was okay to come to his party with just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a logo holder, and I was basically coming through dressed just like this, whereas people were showing up with tailor-made suits on, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, bro, do you mind if I show up like this? I had to change of clothes, but I was like, I don't even know where I would be able to change clothes because a lot of like the hotel situation or where I'm gonna stay, a lot of that wasn't really solidified. You know what I'm saying? I planned on being there one day, and Chris was hit me with tickets for 2 days, so it was kind of like I want to stay, but I have nowhere to stay. And don't get me wrong, like especially in my younger days, bro, it'd be nothing to just hop on the train, hop in the whip, and go to the city. And just be like, all right, we're not going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just gonna be out here because the city don't sleep, especially depending on what parts of it you at. Like, Times Square, the lights are so bright, bro. It almost looked like daytime anyway. So once you hit 3, 4, 5 a.m., sun start coming up, you like, let's get breakfast somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And you just keep going, But that was a little different because I'm out there with all of this stuff for so many hours, walking, walking, walking. You know what I'm saying? Stop walking. So I was just burnt out. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, dope.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, gentlemen. Hey, it's been real. It's been nice. It's always nice coming on politicking with you, Doc. Emoji, hey man. Like I said previously, uh, nice to meet you, man. I hope I get to see you again. Hopefully, I come
Likewise,
out to
bro.
the. Hopefully, I
Yo,
come out to NYC and then we can link up
yeah, yo,
at
you on
that
you
time.
on X, bro? You on X?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Huh?
It's XRP mission.
XRP mission.
hmm
hmm You can find me.
Oh, I
I got a
see it.
look. Yeah, yeah.
You got the
The
little
devil.
like, yeah. All right, I just
Yeah,
sent
yeah,
you a
yeah.
follow,
That's
bro. I just sent you a
okay.
follow.
yeah,
All right,
man.
man. Yeah, hit me
Yeah, I'm
up. But
close man. Mission, I appreciate you coming through. You
All
want to say
right,
anything
it's all
else?
love.
Maybe cut you off. You had something say something else?
Oh no, man, I was just finna say, it's all love. It's always love, man, when I come through and do streams with anybody. So I appreciate you guys even taking the time to invite a brother. So
Uh,
thank you.
you're
Much
welcome.
love, man.
Much love, bro. Appreciate you coming through. I'm glad you was able to make it, man. Right
All
on time.
right.
Right on time.
And love to everybody in the chat. I love you guys and stay blessed, stay beautiful. Good night and blessings. I'll see y'all later, man. All right.
Take care, bro. Take
No,
care.
word.
Bye.
Word.
All right, Doc. I think I'm probably gonna call it in for
Oh yeah.
night too.
Oh yeah. Me as
But
well. It's about that time. Wrap it up. Good.
appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for inviting me on. I don't really like be doing YouTube like that. It's like that, cause I don't be getting invites, bro. but yo, I appreciate it. I appreciate the invite, man. Huh?
Definitely. I said, let me make sure, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, like, you are streaming now. You may not show your face and all that. I don't know why you don't. But, yeah, man. I
It's the brand. It's the brand. It's the brand. I want to make sure everyone thinks I'm a little yellow avatar.
Right, right.
Yeah.
With koala bear.
with a panda hat. Panda
Yeah,
hat.
panda
Panda
hat.
hat. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Not koala. Yeah. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate everybody in the chat coming through. Congrats to the winner, Sir Thrifts a lot, I think his name was. Be sure to hit me up on Twitter at Dr. Strange. Or yeah, man, leave a reply under your comment. I'm gonna leave a reply under your comment. Definitely gotta get in contact with you. And yeah, man. Thank you for coming through. Real and Common Podcast. Everybody that came through, Vivi for doing the giveaway. Oh man, emoji. Hopefully more things to come from us and the crew.
Definitely.
You know.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Gotta definitely come on your show if you don't mind. Give the people a quick rundown of where they can find you, what shows you got coming up, whatever's popping, man.
Oh, sure, yo, appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man, yo, we run the comic shop every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's me, E Boogie, Prop, RXH, and what we do is we pretty much just review these modern comics that's coming out on the VV Comics app. Think movie reviews, but with comics. It is an open forum, so I do post the comics that we're gonna be reviewing every Monday. So if you read the book in advance, you can come up, weigh in on the score too, and just get a community review score for what we think of it. And also too, I want to say, don't feel like just because it's the comic on Vivi, you gotta cut it some slack and everything like that. Like I wanna review bomb something, so feel free to come through. It's honest conversation, and yeah, man, definitely check us out. And I will be doing the shout out OBL Orange Bag Lady's mom, DGED. She'll be live streaming the world premiere of the new single About You, which is the first ever Listen to Burn Omi song that'll be dropping on October 3rd. But if you want to hear it in advance, come through this Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can follow me at official emoji, 2 eyes at the end.
Right. Appreciate that, man. And I know you probably don't have anything prepared per se, but can you give me like an elevator style 20 to 30-second version real quick just for the Omi people in the building? We got some burning things going on, so if you can give them just a quick rundown on that too. That'd be dope.
Oh, with the music? Yeah. We're starting this Listen to Burn mechanic, man. So having music that you could listen to on any place you listen to music, and it burns Omi. We'll be having a little indicator on the artwork too, so that it can be easily identified. And we're just gonna try and build this out. So any artists interested, feel free to hit me up. We could talk in the back channels. But let's get some of this art out here, and let's give people what they've been asking for, which is burning some Omi.
That's a fact.
So feel free to hit me. X is where I'm at mostly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one real quick thing I thought about, and I don't think I'm breaking any news here because if anybody watched the interviews on my channel with some of the people that have VVverse access, There was a mention of being able to play music in the VV verse, like through your home. Like there might be a radio or some sort of player. You got this Ron English player. There might be more jukeboxes. So it will be interesting, as we move along with the tech and everything, how we'll be able to integrate stuff because if you're able to have a specific playlist and actually leave it on repeat and it all is linked back to Spotify, that could be a thing, you know what I'm saying, and make it more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean anything that kind of like because like with those platforms, right? They have ID to pick it up from anywhere. So
Right.
even if it's on someone's YouTube, because I mean in the and I don't think this is too much of a leak because they did say this in the I don't want to break NDAs, but like they did say this in the demo where you have a screen where you could see like YouTube and stuff like that. That's another medium too because with the music, if it's picked up on YouTube, that's monetization that goes back to
Right.
the track.
Ooh,
So
right.
I don't see how I don't see why that's not possible. I mean yeah, yeah.
That's dope, man. So yeah, man. Things to look forward to. Just wanted to, let the people know what was going on, man, with you, what you got going on, you know.
Appreciate that, bro.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, can't wait to hear some of the old music, brought back out with a burning mechanic attached to it from yourself.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. Lots to look forward to.
Yeah, man.
But we're
Let's
gonna wrap it up, man. Yeah, what you gonna say?
Thank you. No, I was just saying, yeah, let's just continue growing together, bro. We got too many artists, too many talented people in the space. So, what's the saying? The a moat floats all boats or whatever. I know I'm butchering that, but you get the idea. Um, so we all on this wave together, man.
That's a fact, man. Get on your boards. Let's go. But yeah,
For
man.
sure, for sure.
So I guess that wraps it up, man. One thing I do want to do last is let the people know whether I am stacking or slacking on Old Man Logan #1. I'll say I like the list price. The edition size, I'm a little iffy on that 5K. I like all those covers. I like the idea of going for the drop though, and potentially hitting the Scotty Young, right? And then if you don't hit that, and you hit the ultra rare, you good. Obviously, secret rare, you good. So I like that aspect of it. If I have some gems to play with, I would probably pull a lever on the drop, but I wouldn't go crazy on the drop like that with rebounds and all of that. But yeah, I would definitely see myself stacking a couple of Scotties, man, at least, you know what I'm saying? And also grab the commons, you know what I'm saying, if they're cheap in the market. So I'll say overall, I'm going to be, you know, chilling on the drop, you know what I'm saying, maybe one, but I'm definitely going to be stacking this book in the market, man. Emoji, what are your thoughts on this comic book?
Yo, so I rarely like I'm very selective when it comes to
Mm-hmm,
stacking.
mm-hmm,
But I do typically I do like to get, the comics because I like having a library. So for these comics that come out, especially on the VV app because they're more manageable than the newer ones on the website. I do get them. So I'm definitely gonna pick one up. I mean, no lie, I'm probably gonna pick it up from off Saks Fifth Vivi, but or Vivi Rack, but I definitely will pick one up.
yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I mean, at the prices we normally see post drop, I really don't know why not. If you got some gems on the app, man, this is definitely a good read. I could tell you the story is banging. It's so good though that it's one of those that you're almost disappointed if they don't drop the rest, but it's like
They
yeah,
got to, and don't keep us on wait forever, man. Please, yo, I'm still waiting to finish Mad storylines.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? The what's Spider Man I think is the only one that we got where it was kind of like the whole
The
run.
Craven's Hunt,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Well, the Deadpool too, right? But they
yeah.
launched them, so hopefully they launch the rest soon.
Right, right. I mean, we do get some comics that are not #1s, you know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
a lot of them are still a FA of some type. So it's like really waiting to see if they're going to commit to like doing those runs, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes with certain books. Like there's a
Hmm.
couple of Star Wars books, even, first couple that have like iconic covers. You have one with like Boba Fett on it, but it's like a yellow cover. And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, crazy cover, bro. So there's still a lot of other stuff that may not be coveted because it's not a first appearance and this, that, but iconic covers and or part of runs and stuff. So hopefully we'll get there. You know, there's certain books too where like the second print runs, you know what I'm saying? We never got the variant of those. So maybe they'll do some doubling back and doing some things, man, at some point.
I feel you. I feel you.
Word. But it's late, man. I'm gonna get my ass to bed. Yeah.
I appreciate it, bro. Thanks again.
Yeah, man. Anytime, man. I appreciate you coming through again. Thank you everybody for coming through. And for now, your man Dr. Strange, All Things Strange, is out.
Take care, everybody. Peace.